saying? You know, the guys, what up, YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Nelly is here. We're not judging the cam layout. I'm trying to get y'all better cam layout. Maybe it's going to be this way. I should have streamed on Streamlabs because then I would have been able to take it off. But this is this probably about to be like the rawest motherfucking live I ever put on because I don't even be playing it, not having my background set up. Y'all know I'm still on vacation. So, like, you know, bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on. I kind of feel like my mic is not micing the way and how it's supposed to be. What up? What up? What up? Tap the screen if you're here. All right, Mike, I said I'm using a wireless mic. Okay. Okay. I can't hear right now, but we're just going to trust in faith that it's recording. What? Oh, you know what? Where's my work phone? That's how you do the 1 2 1 2. Oh, absolutely. Um, Let me see. I gotta check something out because it's been a while, YouTube, since I have live streamed, and I don't even have a background set up. So, y'all know when I be shaking my head like this, sidebar. Y'all know that little emoji that be like in the chats, and the girl be like, "That's how I be feeling when I be shaking my head back and forth like that." I'm like, "Girl, don't let me have my damn bob on." All right. And I really need to go get my phone fixed. Like I stopped, and these are random thoughts. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all showed up for one of those shows. You know what I mean? It's heavy always on random chats, random thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just is what it is. But why the fuck? Child, Wooside Nelly, Wooside Nelly. Um, Hello. Okay. Hello. At least I know my mic fixed. Okay, now what up? Like I said, this is probably going to be one of the rawest YouTubes I ever put on. However, like, subscribe, share the channel. Yeah, you know I mean, it's random chats with the Don. Now, tonight definitely called for a random chat. If you follow me over here on YouTube, you better go over there. TikTok been jumping lately. You know, when I get on YouTube, I get to talking trash about TikTok. However, TikTok has been a little bit vibey lately. But go follow all my social media platforms. You know, I give up something a little bit different on every platform. It just is what it is. However, today, if you're here, like, share, subscribe on all platforms. A lot of y'all that's over here on TikTok, y'all kind of got to go over to my, what is this, Super Live. Super Live is just like all the rest of these platforms. However, they allow you to be grown-ups over there. So, you know what I mean? You talking ass, you finna get some cash over there. You know what I'm saying? You showing some tits. A lot of them over there is with the shits. So it ain't no promo. I'm just telling y'all where the hell to go. Because it's always vibey on Super Live. This is why I fucks with y'all. This is why we be over here. However, today, like literally, we're gonna jump right into it. And YouTube, y'all just stay connected. Y'all stay over here. That's a better angle because the light is not there. Okay, so today, you know, I'm minding a good business that God gave me. Why? Because that's just what I tend to do. I don't normally tend to bother nobody. Like dead ass. If whoever follow me, y'all follow me, y'all know I've been road tripping. I've been road tripping because my whole thing is like, okay, shit that I haven't put on social media. But we finna talk about it right now. I want to say back in January, I mean, anybody who's been following me, y'all watch my YouTube channel. Y'all see the messy nonsense I've been going through with my ex. Now, short synopsis without going too deep in it. Y'all hear like this channel, tap, 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 tap. Now, short synopsis without going too deep into it. Pretty much like he lied on me in multiple states. I live in Texas, but I'm from Philadelphia. I had about 30 to 60 DHS cases in both states opened by himself and his girlfriend. Now, mind you, throughout the entire process, I'm not initially at first I was emotional. And I feel like anybody who follows me, y'all seen it. Like, because anybody would be emotional, like going through that type of situation. Now, something else I'm not finna talk about, but I'm going to touch on it slightly. At the same time, you know, I got a teenage daughter. She's wilding out. My ex used my daughter in this situation because here's my thing. We all have been in situations to where as though a kid was acting out, whatever. You never going to like persuade somebody else's kid to like constantly keep on doing certain things that's going to eventually fuck up their future. You get what I'm saying? Y'all could kind of catch my drift, like of what's going on. If y'all want to talk about it more in personal, or y'all even want more details, my Discord link. If you're a super fan on TikTok, my Discord link is on there. We could go in our Discord, like on my Discord channel, because there's certain things that I could publicly talk about. There's certain things that I can't publicly talk about. However, long story short, my ex used my daughter in this situation to help abide with like the constant and the multiple like DHS claims that was on me in two different states, both Texas and Philadelphia. Now, mind you, as time is going on, shit is closing. Have I ever had to do a parenting class, anger management, talk to a therapist, anything? Fuck no, because at the end of the day, the only shit that was on me was a bunch of made up allegations from my ex. Never nothing that could be proven, never nothing that was proven, because at the end of the day, for a mother of 6, my kids never went to public school in Philadelphia. They went to Catholic school. And when they didn't go to Catholic school, I homeschooled them about a solid 3 years before I moved to Texas, where my kids started going to regular school. So that's like the dynamics of how I raise my kids, like the things that I've done to make sure my kids didn't fall in the lines of like the bullshit that goes on, like being from Philadelphia. However, throughout the mix of it, I'm going to be fully frank and honest. My ex cheated early on in our marriage. I broke up with him. Did I publicly do it initially at first? No, it was no reason for it. Why was it no reason for it? Because the girl that he slept with gave him an STD. Point blank period. Now, did I know about it? Hell yeah. Did I contract it? Fuck no. We got into, and these are things that get asked throughout the entire time frame. We got into a big fight, mind you, because the night that the cheating took place, if you're from Philadelphia, you know the biggest children's hospital there. I worked there overnight. He tried to start an argument with me overnight about some old shit. Now, I'm giving y'all the short synopsis of things so y'all can see like why we here today. So he tried to get into an argument with me about something old that happened prior to him. Now, one thing about me, I don't know about y'all, I'm a grown-up. Any given time I ever get into a relationship, I'm going to be straightforward. You're going to know who I was fucking with before you, all that. Like, because at the end of the day, I'm too grown to lie. Like, and again, for both men and women, unless like there's like rules being crossed or like you know boundaries being crossed, I'm never arguing or getting upset about penis that I already sucked, penis that I already like had unprotected sex with, especially something from like a long-term relationship. It gives immature to me. I would never do it. So my ex, he like initially at first he hit me up. Oh, hey, do you mind if I go out and watch the game? Now, mind you, this is the night that all the cheating took into place. And I'm giving this context so y'all can see why we're here today. So he was like, you mind if I go watch the game with my friends? So I'm like, watch the game for what? Like at the end of the day, we made the decision once we got married, you know, we wasn't going to go hang out without each other. Now, even more dialogue behind it. The person that I got married to, I already had kids with. Was I having sex with him prior to the marriage? Absolutely not. And here's why. And I'm going to give y'all my thought process on it. If I already have a child with you and you already messed up the first go long of the relationship, Why am I randomly having sex with you for nothing? Just because you and I are talking. For me, being a grown woman, being a woman that has went through trials and tribulations in that prior relationship, it served me no purpose having sex with him with nothing to look forward to at that time frame. So I didn't. So before him and I had sex, thought about having sex, anything, we already had a marriage license, where it was already being planned and all of that. Now, more context I'm going to throw out there because this is just like the shit that I see on social media. And it's like at the end of the day, this level of stalking, this level of harassment, like everybody just need to be made aware of it. And this is why this is the most rawest freaking video that's going to ever be posted on my YouTube. Now, in full context, like while all these things was happening, was my ex in a financial situation better than me? Absolutely not. He just wasn't. He worked for the city of Philadelphia at the time frame. I work in pharmacy and I work for Children's Hospital. So was my credit better? Yes. Did I have more savings and stuff than him? Yes. But in my head, the way how I'm thinking, all right, we already got a child together. We're building a future. Why would I not help my soon-to-be husband? So were there, like, initially in the beginning, did I have like a book of like the financial responsibility? Absolutely. Did I pay for more bills and stuff like that in the beginning? Did I pay for a lot in terms of our wedding? Absolutely. You know why? Because when you make the decision, when you are getting married with somebody, not for boyfriend and girlfriend, but when you make the decision that you're getting married with somebody, you're supposed to have their back. What? For better or for worse, in my eyes, excluding you going outside fucking your pickle up. And fucking your pickle up is what? You cheating and you getting some shit you can't get rid of. We're going to throw that out there. So when everything was going on initially in the beginning, I'm just thinking, what? I'm being a good bitch. I'm thinking, all right, you being a good bitch, you playing your role, you doing what you're supposed to do. However, jump forward after we already got married, that back to that night, I want to say I had to been like I had to been 4 months pregnant, because at this point I was like, now I think the law is if you're fully healthy, like you don't have like an STD history or nothing like that, you don't have like preterm labor like issues or nothing like that, you're not allowed to go to the doctors for a pregnancy into I think it's 16 weeks. So it was 16 weeks, and mind you, prior to us getting married, we got tested. So it was no reason for me to get tested. There was no reason for me to have to go to the doctor outside of what the guidelines said for my insurance to pay for it. Mind you, I am one of those women who, myself and all 6 of my children are on paid insurance. I don't get welfare. It's like here and there, I have gotten like food stamps, or I have like I was able to get like medical for the kids, but a lot of the times I make too much money, so I get kicked off of it. And I am one of those females that have to pay for me and my goddamn kids to get fucking health insurance. Not to mention my 2-year-old freaking little baby, I still owe about $4,000 on his circumcision. So that should let y'all know, like, paying for your health insurance is different than the state just saying here because you got a chronic condition, or like, you just qualify for it as far as income guidelines. Now, keep all that into context. When my ex, he called me and he was like, yeah, do you mind if I go out? And I was like, no, that's dumb. I said, we made the decision. If we're together, we said we no longer partying without each other no more. We said we're not doing none of this. So no, we got 6 TVs in the crib. It's 3 floors in the crib. It's a finished basement. It's a TV in every room. Pick a room, pull out the remote, get you a beer, watch the game. So mind you, I want to say like an hour after that, he hits me up trying to argue about old text messages he's seen in my iPad about my ex. Now, off the rip, like I didn't give a fuck. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm like, what, bro, what? I'm not arguing about no old text messages. And here's why I had that attitude. Those text messages was from October. We didn't get married till fucking January. We didn't even get our marriage license until December. That's when and we didn't even start having sex until December. Why anything I did with anybody that came before me and you even solidified it, mattered to you? It shouldn't matter to you because, again, that's childish and it's immature. And again, I make things clear. Now, was my ex being a weasel prior to us getting together? Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm a thorough ass bitch. Like I said, I got 3 baby fathers. I'm their only baby mom. I don't entertain and re-fucking on a baby dad. Like if you're my baby dad, I'm your only baby mom. I can literally, outside of like the shit that's what's going on back then before him and I got married, I don't have to fuck my. I'm not one of those females that gotta fuck their baby dad for their baby dad to do for them. I don't. I don't have to have sex with my baby dad. I ain't gotta let him do nothing. Like the most that I've done with my baby dads when I wasn't in a relationship with them, I probably showed them my tits or something like that and be like, yo, they give me about $300-$400 so I could go out with my girlfriends. And that's just me being full-fledged out honest. But allow them to have sex with me, like it's like, no, I'm cool. Mind you, like my ex that I got married to, like he was in a prior relationship prior to that. I'm not gonna go into all that. But again, I'm not the baby mom. I'm not the female that a nigga could re-fuck. Let's keep that into play. So jumping back to the night when all the stuff had happened, he was like, oh, you still was messaging your ex when we was talking about getting together. Off the rip, he kept on calling my phone so much at work. I'm like, bro, I am getting the hell up out of here. Like, cause he's gonna get me in trouble. Anybody that ever worked inside of an IV room, you like, bro, I ain't trying to get in trouble. I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to get fired. You ain't supposed to have your goddamn phone. So I just was on some, let me just leave, let me go home, let me try to address whatever is going on. So as I get home, y'all, he's arguing about messages from October. So off the rip, I was like, damn, I don't even know how that's in there. I deleted it. So mind you, being a grown ass woman, we got married what? January. We got our marriage license in December. No dick I fucked on or sucked on before you came about and you knew about shouldn't be of concern of you. I'm a grown up. So he trying to make it a big deal now, mind y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Did I start snapping and crashing out low key? Because I'm like, damn, this nigga trying to fuck up our marriage, and we just got married. So I'm tweaking low key. We get into it now, mind you. When he left, I made it clear because at this time frame, my stepmom on the phone because we really get into it real bad. My stepmom on the phone. She like, Chanel, come here. I don't want you to get in trouble. Blah blah blah. I go to my stepmom crib. My stepmom calls him. Yo, don't go outside thinking with your dick. Don't do that. Don't mess up your marriage. Anything that was before you, don't do it. Like, I'm not trying to get in your business, but don't be dumb. He laughed on the phone at my stepmom and hung up the phone. I said, damn, this nigga gonna fuck up our marriage, y'all. That's how I'm like, damn, this nigga is fitting to fuck up. I'm trying to tell y'all. So after that point, the initial crash out, all that, it was nothing else left. It was nothing else to it. I was like, man, fuck it, whatever. I goes home. So the next day I gets up, like, cause again, I work overnight. So I sleep throughout the day. I gets up. When I got up, his mom called me. Oh, can you come here so we can talk? Blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, this is why I can't get with dudes and their moms. My ex-mom is so fucking fake, it's insane. But y'all gonna get it in this story time. So she had me come to her house. So she was like, yeah, come here. We need to talk about what happened yesterday. Because what happened yesterday don't need to happen again. So I'm like, I'll come there before I'll go into work or whatever. Now, mind you, like if you work overnight, you got to be to work at least by 7:30. You got to, like if you're working overnight, you work from 8 p.m. to 7:30 in the morning. So I goes over her house like 6:30. No, I went over a little bit early because I got to work like exactly like 7:30. So I had to go over her house like 5. So mind y'all, we're talking about what happened. She was like, oh, like, you can't be doing all that. You're pregnant. Y'all married. You can't be putting them out no more. Like, y'all got to kind of try to work through y'all stuff, blah, blah, blah. So off the rip, I told his mom, I said, yo, your son went outside and cheated on me last night. I said, here's the thing. We could work through it, but he's going to have to get blood work done. And we're going to have to go to my doctor because I'm not taking no chances with him. Why did I say I'm not taking no chances with him? I got a 12-year-old already with him. When I was 8 months pregnant, he gave me chlamydia. Only STD I ever had in my fucking life. I lied to you not. He tried to tell his ex at some point, oh, Chanel cheated on me when she was pregnant. I'm like, what? Now, mind you, if you've been consistently going to the same doctor, all your what is in there. All your motherfucking test results. I lived in Texas for the past fucking 2 years. And at the end of the day, like, I still go to Pennsylvania. I still go to Temple for like my my narcolepsy and stuff like that, but I still actively see my same gynecologist from every last kid I have. Everything inside of my chart is from when I started having sex in 2007 to fucking now. So I told him, I said, yeah, I'm telling his mom, I'm like, we're gonna have to go to my doctor because I'm not running the risk of him burning me and I'm pregnant. So she was like, he like, oh, you think I'm gonna fuck up my relationship? I said, bro, I think you're a nigga, and I do think you did something stupid, but I'm not willing to put all of my trust in you. So his mom was like, oh, he was here all night. I said, and I'm not gonna say his mom's name because I done disrespected her enough too, but I was like, Miss So-and-so, I said, your son turned his location off. I don't know where your son went. I said, so again, your son can't touch me until after he have a blood test, and we have to go to my doctor so I can ensure I get the results. Because again, married or no married, I'm not risking my pussy health on a lying ass nigga. Point blank, period. So he was like, oh, the baby might not even be mine because she was fucking her ex in October. I said, bro, if you read the messages, you screenshotted the messages. Inside of the messages, I'm going to keep it all the way buck. Had a wild ass fucking weekend in the Poconos with my fucking ex. It's me and him in one chat, then it's me, him, and my girlfriend in another chat. Because we out, we drinking, we turning up, we having a good fucking time. And of course, like, we fucking. My ex is somebody that I was with off and on for 8 years. So again, it was one of those type of situations. So at the same time, because that shit was so turned up and it was a bunch of motherfucking Casamigos involved, I dumped a whole bunch of Plan Bs, probably about like 3 or 4 of them. Now, mind you, my ex-husband, he screenshots all of that. He screenshots the sex vids between me and my ex, but he never screenshotted the stuff that came afterwards, which was weird because you screenshotting pickle and pussy, but you ain't going to screenshot what came afterwards. That was kind of weird to me. So mind you, my ex was like, damn, yo, like, that shit was crazy, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think all those Plan Bs is going to work. I think it's really like to the limit. I was like, man, I canceled some shit out now. That was probably stupid for me to say. But, I mean, like, if a hoe in here acting like they ain't have a wild ass night and they wasn't on some shit like, okay, a Plan B, cancel out 2 acts of unprotected sex, and you times it by how many times y'all had unprotected sex and it was popping, and them bitches is lying. And I don't have the time for them any motherfucking way. But that's pretty much what we did. We was doing math. We was like, shit, all right. If we did this X amount of times, like, we need about 3 or 4 Plan Bs. Now, mind y'all, like I'm saying, all this shit is right above each other. You got the bloody tissue, because once my period came on, of course my period came on crazy because of how many Plan Bs I took. You got one sex vid of like some vaginal play. You got another sex vid of some head. You got another sex vid of, then this was like a popping ass weekend, blah, blah, blah. They all right above each other. He screenshotted everything but the bloody tissue and me talking about my period came on. Mind you, this was probably August. Again, me and him did not get a marriage license to December. We didn't get married to the end of January. So my thing is, again, I was talking to all them niggas at one time. At one point in time, like I said, when I was single, before all this shit came about, when I was single, child, I was probably talking to about a celebrity here. I was manipulating the motherfucking shit out of my baby dads and whoever I was talking to. But here's the big kicker. I was only fucking one nigga. I was fucking my ex. That's the one that I had the viz with. So my thing was like, bro, since you want to sit here and play in front of your mom and say my kid not yours, that's cool. I'm going to pay for the prenatal DNA test. But even still, because we married, you still cannot touch me until you go get your blood work done. And we got to go to my family doctor. So no bullshit. Like, literally, his mom was like, okay, that's fair. She told him, like, off the rip. And this is why I be saying, like, niggas' moms be fake. Y'all gotta be wary of niggas' moms. Niggas' moms gonna say whatever need to get said in that moment of time right then and there. But outside of that, like, bro, niggas' moms dicky who's dicky in them at the time frame. And that's just God honest what the fuck it is. So at the time frame, where the fuck is this at? Because I'm trying to make sure I got it right. I'll come back to that. So that same day when I left his mom's house, I think all this shit happened like on a Tuesday when I had to go to his mom's house. I left his mom's house. I straight called the DDNC. I'm on this phone. I should probably be able to pull it up on here. I straight called the DDNC. Oh, hey, what's the cost for a prenatal DNA test? Blah blah blah. Because my thing is, we not about to start that like it early on and nothing. And at the time frame that I know he was burning, fuck no, I ain't know he was burning. Like, but at the end of the day, my thing was, you're not about to start the narrative that my son is insured. So off the rip, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just pay for the DNA test, the prenatal DNA test. Now, mind you, this was the 16th. What's crazy, I'm gonna post a video on my YouTube because YouTube, I'm gonna have to upload all like the clips and shit. I don't know why I don't be preparing myself, but this was kind of like spirit of moment. But anything that I'm talking about in this video that got like backup evidence to it, I'm gonna post it towards the end of the video. So that way I can stay focused. So mind you, that was like I think I paid for the prenatal DNA test like two nine or something like that. Mind you, the prenatal DNA test was $2,600. So I told his mom off the rip, I said, yeah, I'm gonna pay for the prenatal DNA test. I ain't even about to play these games. I said, your son could go get his swab tomorrow. I'll go do the blood work and shit like that tomorrow. And I was like, and in terms of us moving forward, I said us moving forward would go based upon STD testing, a full STD panel. Because here's the thing, before him and I got married, we did the full STD panel. So I left it as that. I went to work as normal. I come home Wednesday, like in the morning. When I came home in the morning, he goes to work in the morning. So shit was kind of like that for like 2 days. I want to say like Thursday night, like, we going to bed because I think I was off Thursday. He trying to push up on me. Now, mind you, as he trying to push up on me, I'm like, because he thinking like, all right, it's over. It's no more tension. Like, I'm going to try to fuck. So I'm like, no. I said, I got a prenatal appointment on Friday. I said, I made you an appointment to go to my primary care physician on Friday too. I said, so we just going to figure everything out on Friday. So he like, what? Why would I cheat on my wife? And this is why I always say, y'all got to be wary of niggas. Niggas lie so much. And it don't even make no sense how long this shorty been stalking me with my ex. But this is why I'm putting this shit out there. So y'all can just be made aware of it. Like I got like different clips of different things that took place during different time frames, but I'm just giving y'all the full synopsis as in what made me come on live today. So mind you, he like, damn, I can't even have sex with my pregnant wife. Da, da, da. So I said, Kyrie, I said, boy, please. I said, you burned me when I was pregnant with Katie, 8.5 months pregnant. Then you lied about it to your ex-girlfriend. No, I eventually owned up to it, bro. I said, nah, I'm not risking my life in this situation. And that just point blank period. So like literally, he kept on pushing up on me. Now, mind you, at this point in time, and I could probably pull up text messages because when I said it, he left out of the room. So he was like, damn, it's crazy. I can't even have sex with my wife. I said, Kyrie, if you force yourself, I'm gonna go back and scratch that YouTube. I said, if you force yourself on me and you got an STD, because I don't know what you was outside doing that day. I said, and you give it to me, I promise you, whatever the STD is, I said, I wouldn't care if it's gonorrhea or chlamydia. I'm going to press charges on you. Damn, that's fucked up. Like you treating me like I ain't shit. No, I'm treating you like you a nigga with a dick that do stupid shit. So mind you, he goes downstairs. As he went downstairs, like I said, if y'all want to tap into any form of screenshots, anything, I'm gonna post that shit on my YouTube channel towards the end, just so y'all could fall in. No, damn, I ain't gonna be able to post it on my YouTube channel. I'm lying. I'm gonna post my link to Patreon because YouTube might say something. Just given the context of what's in the text messages, because I'm gonna post a lot of shit. So my link to Patreon is going to be on YouTube if y'all want to read these messages, because one thing I hate is false narratives. But again, back into the story. So he like, damn, that's messed up. Like, I can't have sex with my pregnant wife. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, bro, if you touch me and you got an STD, I promise you, if I contract anything, I'm going to press charges on you. So he goes downstairs. He gets to texting me when he went downstairs. And I'm like, bro, I don't care about none of that. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm pregnant. My health is everything. Like, so come Friday, if you did not cheat, mind y'all, we newly married. Y'all see the motherfucking Muppet face girl want to be like, oh, 2 weeks this, 2 weeks that. Yeah, girl, because you burned him in 2 weeks. So again, when like me going back and forth with the girl, and the only reason why I say that because that bitch said that shit so much, and it's like she thought it was a flex. Oh, y'all broke up in 2 weeks, bro. You gave him an incurable STD in 2 weeks. I kept it decent online for the entire time until she kept on trying to throw jabs at me. I kept that shit decent. While she kept on trying to throw jabs at me, honestly, I truly believe that girl thought I had the same STD as them too, but I'm not stupid. I don't think with my pussy. I knew that nigga stepped out of his motherfucking relationship. And I lied to you not. Come Friday, we're going to jump back into it. Come Friday, we go to my prenatal appointment. My prenatal appointment, 8 o'clock in the morning. His appointment was around like 2 o'clock. Like, you know, and mind you, this is the crazy part too. If you don't have an STD history and you're pregnant and you're married, they be trying to like tell you can't get certain tests done. They was like, oh, what? You never had an abnormal past period? Like, you know, we just going to do a urine culture. So I literally had to tell my doctor, like, yo, I don't know if my husband cheated or not. No, we did not have sex. We have not had sex since the night that we got married. But still, like, this is a new pregnancy. Give me a new motherfucking HIV test, HSV test, hepatitis C, pap smear, all that. Give me new everything because this is a new baby in my belly. Like, you know, I just want to be sure of everything. So I lied to y'all not. I fully get tested February 16th. So did he. And this was after the infidelity and everything. So I lied to you not. And this is why I say you can't believe shit that you see on social media. The loudest person is always the one that's the most guiltiest and the most wrongest. Now, I lied to you not. Saturday, all my shit hit my mouth chart. His stuff never hit. And mind you, I had already had the login because I took him to our family doctor. If y'all see my YouTube, it's on here. I took him to our family doctor. So it's at my house is me, is my girlfriend, is my cousin, is my cousin kids and shit like that. Like just because I knew the results was supposed to hit. So did I know if they was going to be bad or good? No, I instantly got nervous. Anybody that's out here having sex, you get nervous when you don't see shit pop up in the portal within 24 hours. If nothing pops up in the portal within 24 hours of you giving blood, it's something to fuck up. So in my head, it's Friday. My results hit the fucking portal Saturday. I'm like, where the fuck is this nigga results? So automatically all weekend long, I'm on edge, but I'm not saying nothing. Like I'm telling my cousin, I'm telling my sister, like, you know, because they know what's going on or whatever. So mind y'all, he's still acting regular. Monday came around, he goes to work first thing in the morning. When he went to work, like, you know, I'm kind of like just acting as if shit is regular. I work overnight. So mind you, I'm trying to think, did I call my cousin over there? I probably did call my cousin over there after this point because at first it was only me, my cousin, and one of my girlfriends at the crib. But this is what I did. I called the doctor's office. And I'm like, hey, you know, it's Chanel. Like, you know, my husband's results never went to the portal. Can you give me the code to the my chart? So she was like, oh, yeah, I thought I gave that to y'all before y'all left. Now, mind y'all, when I was gangbanging with this girl, and this is why I say y'all cannot believe everything that you see online. If y'all pay attention, that girl kept on posting LabQuest stuff or LabCorp stuff. His my chart was connected to my chart. So when I logged in, I seen it. Bro, I knew he was burning Monday. I swear for God, my cousin, anybody that know my cousin, my cousin, motherfuckers know my cousin that like they know she related to me. She was at my house when this shit happened. I ain't even say that in the first day because automatically I panicked. I was like, hey, yo. I said, what the fuck? So mind you, I straight called my fucking OB because I'm like, yo, he tested positive for blah, 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 blah. I said, yo, can you retest me? She said, Chanel, all your stuff came back non-reactive. I said, nah, you got to test me again. So she was like, well, when was the last time y'all had sex? I said, the night of our wedding. She said, well, I just ran all your tests. I begged my fucking OB to run my test work again. I said, I'll go to LabCorp. I said, I'll redo the blood work. Just send me the LabCorp. She sent me the LabCorp. My shit came back that same. I went to LabCorp probably like 12 o'clock. No, stop. No. I went to LabCorp at like 12 o'clock. My results hit the portal again like 7 o'clock that night. Man, at this point, I'm salty as shit. It's my cousin at the crib, my sister, my girlfriend. I'm like, bro, this nigga is a moron. They like, what happened? Bro, I printed the motherfucking results off the my chart. I'm showing them. They like, damn, what the fuck? So mind y'all, I'm salty as shit because I'm thinking like, all right, damn, like, you know, I done gave my motherfucking baby dad another shot. I'm thinking like, all right, he ain't gonna be stupid enough to fuck up what we had going on. So I'm like, I'm looking at the results, bro. I cannot lie to y'all. I was salty as shit. So as my cousin over there, of course I cried. I did my little shit back and forth, and like they like, y'all. Of course, I feel like my cousin was like the most supportive because she was like, oh, it's couples that stay together that like one has some stuff they can't get rid of, the other one don't. Y'all can find a way of making it work. Off the rip in my head, my marriage was over because I'm not dealing with a guy that went outside and intentionally messed up his dick. Like I'm not. Like if you get cancer, by all means. If you go to war and you lose a leg, by all means. If we're on an island and we fuck a bitch together and we both catch some shit together till death do us part. But not you stepping out your marriage for no motherfucking reason and you catching some shit you can't get rid of. That's the fuck on you. I'm cool. So pretty much, like literally, I just was cool off the entire situation. I lied to you not. Now, that particular day is my sister, my cousin, my brother, baby mom. There's a lot of motherfuckers over my house. He came in acting like shit is regular, playing with the kids. I ain't say nothing. I said, damn, come in the kitchen real quick. He came in the kitchen. He like, what's up? Like, what you cooking for dinner? I'm like, I ain't cooking a motherfucking thing. So he was like, damn, why you look like that? I said, damn, I thought you said you wasn't gonna do nothing to fuck up your marriage. Oh no, I didn't. Why would you say that? So mind you, I slapped his results down, slapped my results down. His instant result, he tried to blame his ex. I'm not fucking stupid because what he have he can't get rid of. So if his ex had it, I would have had it. But that's what he did in that moment. I'm just explaining that to y'all. So he was like, "Oh, my ex gave it to me." So I'm like, "What?" So mind you, I when he said that, I snapped low key. So he kind of like walked in a circle for a little bit. I said, "Damn, that's crazy." I said, "Nigga, we weren't even married 2 weeks and you done went outside and fucked up your dick. I hope Shorty was worth it." Lied to y'all not. After that, he left. Can't even hold y'all. He left. I probably didn't see him at that point for like, it was like 3 days. He left for like 3 days. Then he asked me, could I make him an appointment and can I go to the doctor's appointment with him? I made him an appointment. I went to the doctor's appointment with him. I'm not gonna lie to y'all because in my head at that point I had already made the decision that I was just gonna be his friend. I had already even told him I was like, yo, you know, we don't have to let nobody know what you stepped out and did. I'm even willing to fake it just so that it's not embarrassing on both of our behalves. We can continue on. We can raise our kids like it's normal. Whatever shorty you fucked with, yeah, I mean, obviously she was worth it that you stepped out of your marriage and you fucked her without a condom on to the point that you got burnt. So I was like, let's just keep it cute. Let's just keep it decent. Child, he was like, what nigga wanna mess with a girl that's gonna be out here mess with other people? So I'm like, bro, that's kind of a double standard. Like you already went outside and fucked up your dick. So then when he kept on getting a little agitated, I nixed the conversation. I kind of like left it as that. Now, mind y'all, at this point, it was like Wednesday. He had to go back to the doctor's. I think it was like Thursday or Friday. You know how fucking embarrassing it is to take your newly motherfucking husband to the doctor's office and I work in the goddamn hospital and they're like, husband is ... positive, wife is pregnant but non-reactive and negative. That shit was so fucking overwhelming and so fucking embarrassing. I feel like, I worked around medication for a very long time in my adult life, but I never knew like the psychological effect it would have. And it wasn't even me. It was like me just being married in that moment and trying to still be supportive. So I'm sitting there and like this lady is just talking about index levels. She's just going deep into it. And I can't even lie to y'all. I stormed the fuck out of the doctor's office. So when I stormed out, she called me and she was like, Chanel, like, I know you're overwhelmed. I know you're pregnant. Like couples stay together like all the time. And, there's couples whereas though one person, has an incurable disease and the other one don't, and they thrive normal. So I'm bawling, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm bawling like a fucking baby. I'm like, bro, I just got married. Not only did I just get married, I just got married. I said, when I said to death do us part, I'm thinking like if the nigga get diabetes and missing a limb, I'm not thinking him fucking his pickle up. Like if you can't at random have sex with your mate because they have some shit that they can't get rid of, that's your choice. That's your decision if you going to stay there rock with them or not. Now, mind you, remember when I said this is why I can't mess with dudes' moms? His mom was on some shit like, oh, well, y'all took vows. Like, it's for better or for worse. So I'm sitting there like, bro, you wouldn't stay. Like, I know, like, at the end of the day, like, and I'm not going to talk about their private business. I know it's like she stayed through other trials and tribulations, but I ain't that bitch. I'm cool. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's rules and guidelines to that level of staying with a nigga after he stepped out and of course some stuff that he couldn't get rid of. So to me, it was just too much. So the doctor, she called me when I'm in the car. When I'm in the car, I'm crying because that shit is embarrassing. Like where you work at, especially like if you from Philly, like we in Temple. My primary care physician is in Temple. I work for CHOP. I got on a CHOP logo jacket, my pharmacy credentials, and everything the fuck on there. That shit is embarrassing. On a chief complaint, on our when we went into the doctors, it says exactly what we were there for. It was way too overwhelming. Way too overwhelming, way too much for me to deal with. Like dead ass. I walked out. When the doctor called, she telling me like, yo, couples stay together all the time. Like, try to find a way of like, cause y'all are married. I feel like when you're married, everybody expect the female to have like this grand sense of forgiving. Like y'all married, y'all gotta try to figure this out, that. But to me, I'm like, bro, you done went outside and caught some shit you couldn't get rid of. Like the most I could do is just be a decent human to you. And when I say be a decent human, I mean be a decent human. I could co-parent with you 110%. I mean, you get sick, like you need to go to the doctors, you need somebody to help you pick up your meds. I'm thinking like that terms of friend, but I can't love you. I can't be in love with you because you decided 2 weeks after we got married to step outside of your marriage and you quit some shit you couldn't get rid of. I felt like that was his bed to lay in. Now, mind y'all, keep all that in the context. I did my whole entire pregnancy by myself. Why? Because throughout the entire time, me and him wasn't together. Remember, I said I had did the prenatal DNA test. Jump back to that. He kicks it to his mom and like he took the test, and these results is just never. They never came back. Now, again, one thing about a narcissist, when they're lying, when they want somebody to believe them, when they want people to be on their side, child, please, they're going to lie, they're going to manipulate, they're going to say whatever they need to say in order to have the majority on their side. YouTube, I'm so sorry. This is going to be about the worst video y'all have, but I'll make up for it on Thursday. So a narcissist is going to say any and everything to have people thinking like they're so innocent and it's just them against the whole entire world. So he like, what? I went and took the DNA test. Da, 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 da. The results never came back, y'all. I paid for that prenatal DNA test February the 6th, 2023. Still to this day, he have not taken a DNA test. And that, we're going to put a pin on the DNA test because it's going to later come up in the story. So literally, like it was like after I had went to the doctors with him, I left. They gave him meds and stuff like that. They gave him additional meds and stuff like that. So I left. Like I said, it was too much. He never came home after that. He didn't come home. I want to say around April. No, I moved March. March I moved because I was helping my brother and baby mom. I was trying to make sure, like, DHS didn't take her kids, different stuff like that. Just because she had like cancer, she had to go through her treatments and she wasn't getting treated fairly at the same time. So I had got a bigger crib. I got a bigger crib so that I could help her so that she didn't lose her kids. So I ended up moving to a bigger crib. I hit him up like, hey, can you help move some stuff? He came and helped move some stuff. Not gonna lie. So then I want to say like more time had went past. Now at this time frame is April. And April is it's me at my house. It's two of my cousins. So he came, he knocked on the door. He was like, oh, if I tell you who I slept with and like, we go to therapy and stuff like that, can we try to work through this? Now, me just trying to figure out who he slept with, I was like, I mean, I'll think about it, but like, who was it? He tells me the girl name. Is the girl name the same as what's going on right now? If you know, you know. Yes, it is. Like I said, two of my cousins was in a room. The same name he said back April 2023 is the same name that's caught up in everything of what's going on now. We're gonna pin that too. So dead ass, like he calls the girl. When he calls the girl, she's so loud and ghetto, just like an occupational hazard. What is the name for nasty dancers? Dancing for money. Do what you want me to do. Because I'm not gonna say it on YouTube, but y'all know the vibe. She's one of those girls. You know, the 304. Shout out to the 304. She's one of those type girls. But she works in a club. Now, when she talking, I lied to y'all not. I think that date was April 20th. That shit was so disheartening and displeasing because she was on some shit like he had the opportunity to put a condom on. He put a condom on. Oh, well, she don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Now, again, like I said, any story I ever told, anything I ever came online and said, it was always another person in my presence. So I'm not about to overly go out my way of like, oh, yeah, look at this. Nah, my ex know what happened. Shorty know what happened. But it's like, you know, like when you just get fed up from like just nasty shit that's getting said. That's why these videos. That's why this is the most raw and uncut video that will ever be on YouTube. Because if you see it, you hear the story, share the story. Because again, it's advocates that's out there. It's somebody that's out there that will put a stop to this shit faster than how the courts is working. Now again, fast forward. We go through July. July, I had my baby shower, like just a bunch of stuff. I would say, like in between time, was he being violent? Was he showing up to my house, like just on like some nonsense stuff? And what I say, no, what, no, no, what is you doing? That thing is so stupid. Now, when I say I had to stretch my legs, when I say like shit got wicked, y'all. He constantly kept showing up at my house saying, "Listen, I've requested those police reports from my old crib, and I don't know what I did with them. I probably gotta like contact my lawyer, but like y'all, he was drunk, showing up at my old crib, kicking in the door. I remember like somebody off of Instagram. I was on Instagram just streaming one day, and I was like, damn, who finna bring my fat ass some seafood? So somebody off my Instagram was like, all right, where I'm dropping the seafood off at? Mind y'all, I'm probably like 7 months pregnant or whatever. He drives past my house. He opened the seafood. Mind you, my dad was on my way to my house. He drive past the house. He kicks my, like, trying to kick my door in. He opens up the seafood. He pisses in the seafood. Mind y'all, and yes, he got some shit he can't get rid of. So when my dad show up, my dad like, why the hell would you do that to a $90 seafood boil that somebody else bought for her? Oh, she out here fucking on niggas. He like, no, the hell she not. Like, you're weird. And mind you, again, any of y'all that know me, any of y'all that follow me, if I'm posting online, streaming online, whatever, if I say, hey, who's finna do, who's finna do? Like, at the end of the day, I ain't never been known for half of the lies that he put the fuck out there. But I mean, is what it is. So when he pissed in my seafood, my dad was like, yo, that was real fucking nasty. Like, you don't even have $90 to replace a seafood boil that somebody else purchased for her just being nice. So mind you, he like, no, like she intentionally trying. How is somebody trying to make you jealous? Same way how I come on these socials, I stream. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, 99% of the time, I'm probably in a crib somewhere chilling. If I'm vacating or if I'm road tripping, I mean, for the most part, I'll post. Like, I'm not no cheater. I'm not none of that. Now, can I come online? Can I be sociable with motherfuckers? Yeah, but it never gives like technically with the bitch that burned them, it never gives what she does for a living. I'm sorry. But anywho, so my dad was like checking him, but at the same time, my dad was on some shit like, yo, y'all married. I want y'all to figure this out. But then This was up until this point. Up until this point, my dad just thinking he just went outside and cheated. And I mean, my dad is a cheater, so it is what it is. However, when my dad was there and I'm telling my dad, I said, Dad, he didn't just go outside and cheat. He went outside and caught some shit he can't get rid of. This why he in here acting stupid. So my dad was like, hold the fuck up. He was like, nigga, you didn't tell me that outside. Mind you, when he was outside talking to my dad, he was trying to kick it to my dad like, oh, I pissed in her seafood because she's trying to cheat on me. She's doing this. She's doing that. It wasn't to my dad. Like literally, my dad was overly forcing me talking to him, and I was like, Dad, he fucked a nasty dancer, and she gave him some shit she couldn't get rid of. Now at this point, I'm showing him the my charts. I'm showing him everything as in why he wasn't there. Nobody knew what was going on because again, I kept that shit a secret. It was no need of blasting him or playing him because again, he was already dealing with it. Like I was already on some stuff like, bro, you come here. Come here for what? Like what did you come in here for? You don't need to come here. Go live with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Go live with your mom. Go go wherever it is that you need to go, but you can't live here. So up and when I said that, my dad was like, hey yo, you outside kicking her door in, pissing in $90 seafood boils that people was buying for her, and you went outside and got some shit you can't get rid of. He like, bro, just leave my daughter alone. He like, I don't even want this shit to get nasty. I don't want nothing to come from this. He like, just leave her alone. He like, no, but you know, we married. This how he talking. We married. Like we supposed to be figuring out. He like, bro, that's too much. Like he like at the end of the day, like my dad said to my dad, like, yo, like shit, I'm a hoe. Like he like shit, I done cheated on my wife. I done cheated. But he like when you outside, you stepping out in your marriage, you never supposed to take no shit back home. He like you didn't even put a hat on. And mind you, he trying to lie and say he put a hat on. Mind you, all this is after I already spoke to the shorty back in April. When I spoke to her back in April, mind you, it's the same person that he dealing with now. She said he chose not to wear a condom. So why would you tell my dad you wore a condom knowing damn well you ain't wearing no condom? Mind y'all, if y'all remember where I told y'all to put a pin in it, he tried to say his ex gave it to him. Now, mind you, it was a whole big thing with that. I contacted the ex, top of me contacting the ex. She showed her shit, it wasn't hers. I recontacted my doctor back early on, and she was saying if I was exposed to it, I would have an index level. Remember I said, remember that whole index level stuff? She was saying even if I didn't have like a positive index level, I would still have an index level if I was exposed to the disease. The fact that I didn't have an index level, she was like, he didn't. She was like, you didn't get exposed to it. He did that after you guys, like had intercourse or whatever. So my thing was to still have been even trying to carry the narrative of, trying to blame, trying to blame an STD on your ex, then like just trying to make it out like, random guys is just pulling up and giving her food and she's sleeping with them. The only person that went out here fucking up their private parts is you. Anywho, fast forward. He ended up kicking my door in. I want to say this was like right before I had the baby. So this had to been like June or July. I got a police report for it, but like I said, I'm gonna post it on my Patreon. The police report, like he was drunk out of his freaking mind. It was another one of those times he tried to show up at my crib. I was on some shit like, bro, if you're gonna be here, sleep in the basement. Now my basement wasn't messed up. I had a fully finished house. Like the basement was finished, everything. I was like, you could buy your bed, lay in the basement. He left his gun on like the table, spilled spaghetti on my stone blue couches. So mind you, the kids is calling because I had went to work. I didn't even know he was in a crib. So the kids like, yeah, so-and-so got spaghetti on like on the couch or whatever. Not only did he have spaghetti on the couch, like they was like my daughter was like, yeah, he fell asleep and his guns is just laying out. So I goes to the crib, mind you. As I'm coming to the crib, one of my younger kids shot his gun. When my younger son shot his gun, it happened so fast. But I lied to you or not, that's when I filed the paperwork to relocate because the way how I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, you're going to get both of us locked up just off of you being a fucking drunk and you not being able to come to reality with the terms of what you did to mess up your life. And for those of y'all who want to be like, I don't believe you. I used to live 2320 North Pelthor Street. Is a police report on that house from he's 7 now. My 7-year-old shot his gun at the time frame that he left out on the table. Just throwing that out there. We'll get the DC numbers or whatever. So And again, that address got placed online, so I'm putting that out there just in case somebody want to be like, "Oh, he ain't lying." Anybody could go get a police report. 2320 North Peltor Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania 19132. This was about July or something like that, like June or July. It's a police report on that house from my younger son shooting his gun because he was drunk and he left it out. Let's go back. So I think I like at right after that time frame, I submitted the paperwork to relocate. When I submitted the paperwork to relocate to Texas, I didn't have a plan, y'all. Not only did I not have a plan, I think I had used like this girl I was cool with. I had used her address in Houston initially to have filed my report, like the relocation paperwork, and then like it was like I kept on flying down Texas because I was like, all right, damn, I don't want to live in Houston, but like I'm trying to get further away from this nigga because mind you, at the time frame it was like June. I had filed the relocation paperwork. I gave him an extra like 3 days to see if he would like confirm to it before I actually started looking at houses. Because he didn't, I filed the confirmation. Now, mind y'all, my birthday is May. All this shit happened at the same time. So when y'all see me posting and I'm posting crazy in my stories, y'all gotta understand how much this shit has been going on since I've been pregnant 2023. So it's like when I'm breaking like my little like composure of pieces because I'm pissed off at that moment of time and I had a fuck enough and I'm just spazzing. So when I filed the confirmation of the relocation, my birthday was in May. Bro, mind you, if we were still married, actively together, all that stuff, my baby moon would have been spent with him. Why would I not take myself on a baby moon? Because you went outside and caught some stuff you couldn't get rid of. That's dumb. Then even on top of that, mind y'all, I kept going into preterm labor. I have 6 kids. I never had a preterm labor scare. At that point in time, I think Chop put me on maternity leave in March. I think it was probably like the second time he kicked my door in or something like that. But it was like I'm at work. And like when you privately dealing with stuff at work, you're not necessarily saying anything because I'm inside of the hospital. But I'm privately dealing with stuff. I start contracting so bad. I'm contracting bad. I'm inside of the IV room. I'm gowned the fuck up, gloves on, medicine in hand. I'm trying to make a goddamn epidural. I dropped down to the ground because I started getting contractions from my coochie up. Fucking Chop, where I worked at inside of the IV room, they takes me to fucking Pennsylvania. They had to take me to the hospital because they're thinking like, all right, damn, this girl about to go to fucking labor. Did I go into labor? Fuck no. I'm having stress contractions, but real contractions. Know what the fuck they did? They sent me home. They was like, nope, bitch, you are occupational hazard. Like your certification have it to where as though you're working inside of the IV room, but because of like literally like it was like things that was going on in private is affecting my pregnancy, which again is affecting my work history, like my work ethics, because I'm inside of the IV room trying to compound a goddamn epidural and I'm having contractions. I break the hell down because like anybody that know me know I start when I have a kid, I'm getting an epidural the first sign of a contraction. You won't catch me trying to make it through natural. Fuck no, it's just way too much for me. I tried to go natural one time and it was with Katie. Black God bless Katie. So she's like my meanest kid. But anywho, I tried to go natural with her, and it's like when you tell the hospital you're gonna go natural, they do not give you medicine. They had me in this suite with this big ass fucking jacuzzi tub. They trying to get me to do a natural birth. Bro, they gives me like some Benadryl stuff with codeine through the goddamn IV because they like, oh, this shit soothe the contractions. Don't I have an allergic reaction to the shit? Child. Then I start crying. I was like, I don't want to go natural no more. No. Fuck the natural. Just give me the drugs. Anywho, at that point, they gave me the drugs. I never tried to go natural again in a day in my motherfucking life. And mind you, again, like I said, I never had a history of like going in early either because I don't normally have sex when I'm pregnant. Anybody that know me, I got 6 kids. I like what it be like once I get pregnant, coochie be shut down. I might like I'm with my baby dads, I might get head or whatever, but you gotta think about it. I'm married to a nigga that I can't even be married to. What? Nobody touching on me. So it was like the fact that I kept on like going into preterm labor, it was just so much. It was so aggressive. So from March until I had my son, Chop had me on some special type of maternity leave because I was tender enough as an employee to where as though they couldn't just tell me, oh, I couldn't go on light duty. But they had so many contract workers at the time, they didn't want to put me inside of the IV room because I was certified in they didn't want to put me inside of the triage room. Now, anybody that work in pharmacy, you know what that is when you in pharmacy. If you in pharmacy and you on light duty, a lot of the time you're supposed to be in triage. Triage is the ED. You in the ED, whatever come in, somebody got to take PO by mouth. You're drawing that up from a seat. You put it on the board. Someone is checking it. That's it. That's all. Now, because I kept on, and that wasn't the first time. I think that week I had to get like the ambulance took me to the hospital like twice. One time I had to stay overnight because I was like literally almost like in preterm labor. So it was like they were stopping my labor. So imagine I'm home from March to motherfucking May around my birthday time when I was like, you know, when I went on my little baby moon or whatever. And I'm bored as fuck. Like anybody that know me know I'm going to find things to do. I'm going to go, I'm going to shop, I'm going to stream, I'm going to shop, I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to shop. Probably call my cousin over. I'm going to shop. I'm going to probably call her. I'm going to shop. You know, shop. And at the time frame too, I was like homeschooling my kids. So I mean, I stayed busy for the most part, but need I say, and I want y'all to put a big highlight on this, clip it up on YouTube if you need to. He did not give me a dime. I'm going to respond to that in a second. From the moment when all this happened, he didn't give me a dime. Mind y'all, I'm on disability at this time frame. I was on a special type of disability at CHOP, to whereas though I wasn't getting 75% of my income, I was only getting like initially at first I was getting 80 because they didn't want me to sue them or something like that because they sent me earlier than I was supposed to go without placing me on light duty. So initially I was getting like 80% of my money. He ran into some money. This was fucking April. It probably was like some back taxes or something like that. Like you said, ruin me socially and financially with the photos I sent. Like, come on. You said ruin me socially with the photos I sent you, nigga. I sent, like, I don't have the time for this. We gotta kick you out. We gotta kick you out of the stream. We're gonna kick you out of the stream because I don't have the time for childish motherfuckers. So anywho, so literally he came into some money. So again, one thing about a narcissist is going to lie. He's telling his mom and he gave me $30,000. And when I tell y'all it was $30,000, it really was $30,000. It was like $30,000 and some change. But then I guess because his mom and them was coming at him in private, he tells, like, you know, it was like he told his mom and them he gave the $30,000 to me, but then he told my dad that he had gave the $30,000 to his mom and them. Now, mind y'all, before my birthday, he bought me a Burberry diaper bag. Not only did he buy me a Burberry diaper bag, he sent about 24 sunflowers to my crib. And inside of the 2,000 sunflowers, it was like the 2 dozen of sunflowers, it was like $600 or something like that. Now, if I'm lying, like I'm saying, my motherfuckers that was there, they know what's up. My cousin, popular ass motherfucking makeup artist in Philly, she was there every wicked motherfucking moment. I lied to y'all the fuck not. It got violent. I went to Jamaica for my birthday, mind you. I paid for Jamaica myself. Now, again, I'm financially responsible. I took money from my 401k. That's how it was like with the bills and everything. It was still what was going on. I was using like the money that I was getting from disability. Not only was I using the money that I was getting from disability, I literally I took like a large lump sum of money out of my 401k in order so I could, like, you know, stay afloat or whatever. Like it was no, like to me, I was like, it don't give be fucked up. It don't give, like, you know, change the way on how my kids is living because a nigga fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It just don't give that. And it never was given that. So it like during that time frame, it was like I had went on my baby moon. I went to Jamaica. Now, mind you, I'm in the grill by myself. Like, one thing I would say, I fucking love Jamaica. Jamaica was so nice and they were so respectful towards me. Like a lot, like when they found out I was pregnant, and they found out I was pregnant because of course I'm doing things that's like water related. So they like, are you just a little chubby? Or are you pregnant? I'm like, no, like like 8 months pregnant. They like, it's no way. So mind you, before I went to Jamaica, I did this super big ass photo shoot. It was lit. It was nice. I'm not even gonna hold you. Shouts out to my photographer. I'll drop her link too. But it was nice. Like I flew myself first class. I was like, man, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break for like 4 or 5 days, and that's it. Like, then I'm gonna go back into rotation. Bro, mind y'all, somebody called DHS on me when I was on vacation. Now, initially, I blamed my old girlfriend because I'm like, why the fuck would she do that? Now, mind y'all, when I said something to her about it, she like, Chanel, why the fuck would I do that? Like, she like, that's stupid. Like, me and you not talking, but that's malicious. Like, I'm not doing that. So I lied to you not. My daughter's dad, which is my older daughter's dad, like he was at my house when I left. So he was like, yo, I'm trying to tell you that nigga did it, da, 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 da. But mind you, nobody knew who did it. He kept coming around. He was acting like a weasel. He acting like, what? Like, who called DHS? Mind you, the DHS claimed this was back May 2023. Oh, she left the kids home. She's in Jamaica with her real baby dad. Da, 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 da. Now, at first, initially, I'm like, that sounds stupid. But when the DHS worker called me, like when I was in Jamaica, my baby dad was already at the house, and like as she explaining what came through on the reports, mind you, same shit of what's coming through on the reports now. My kids living in a dirty crib, they fucked up. They don't have this. They don't have no food. Mind you, anybody that know me, I never lived in public house in a day in my motherfucking life, and I never lived nowhere ghetto. My crib in Philly, look at the fuck up, 2320 North Palethorpe Street, Philadelphia, PA 19132. You would not even know that house was there if I didn't tell y'all the fucking address. The house was nice as shit. The only reason why I moved is because literally the fucking landlord sold the crib, and I put it in a relocation to relocate somewhere else. Once like I was like, it was like when I was in transition of moving, thank you. When I was in transition and of moving from Philly to Texas, dead ass, like I lie to you not, I am not playing with you, Janelle. Once I was moving from Philly to Texas, like dead ass, I lived in a high rise apartment. None of my cribs, dead ass, was under 2,300 a month. So again, when I be popping my shit and I say, thank you, baby, and I say these bitches ain't fucking with me, these bitches ain't fucking with me. Like my OCD, anybody that ever been in a relationship with me, anything. So where is this I'm at? I am still in Arizona. Dead ass. I want to go to LA one more time before like I navigate my way back on the other side. But the weather was so messed up, so I kind of been chill. But chill out because I'm having a story time and I'm on YouTube. So mind you, I lied to y'all not. I kind of yelled at the DHS worker because I was like, I'm gonna call you. I was like, kids home ain't got what? My kids ain't never had a crib that they ain't had their own room and bathroom. My kids never lived in a crib with me to where as though their room wasn't just like a magazine photo. So like certain shit I should have took heed and I should have paid attention then. But again, I'm naive. I'm not really think. I'm like, what? Why would he do that? Now, mind you, my daughter's dad was saying it. He kept on saying, he like, yo, I'm telling you, it was that nigga. So when I got back from Jamaica, the lady met me at the house. She told me what it said on the report, and she was like, yeah, this stuff just seemed made up. And again, to say somebody kids ain't going to school, mind you, at the time frame, I think both of my daughters was in Catholic school, and my sons, I was homeschooling them. So Stephen was homeschooling them, like, when I was in Jamaica. So it's like certain things you kind of gotta like make it make sense. It'd be like, yo, make it make sense. If I'm paying $1,600 a fucking month for one of my not two, that's just one kid. My oldest daughter went to Little Flower. It was $1,600 a fucking month for her to go to school. Bro, she's going to school every day. I wouldn't give a fuck what the fuck is going on outside. My youngest daughter, she went to Holy Catholic of West Oak Lane. Her tuition was $725. Now I didn't pay her tuition. Her dad paid her tuition, but I paid my oldest daughter tuition. When you're paying tuition for your kids not missing no school. I don't give a fuck if you got a dirty uniform. You better spot clean it with the tie stick. Go get that spot off that shirt, girl. Come on. You going to school. And my kids never quit the bus. So again, when certain things be getting said, I be like, what, bro? And that's why my attitude when I come online, like if I'm coming at a jealous ass bitch or something like that, I'm gonna come at a jealous ass bitch. But my whole thing be, girl, please, like I bust my ass so my kids ain't had to live in fucking poverty. Like stop trying to attach certain things to my name. Don't attach poverty to my motherfucking name because I've been through that struggle already in my life. This not that chapter. Don't attach motherfucking being a 304 bitch. I love Cardi B to death, but I never had two options, stripping or loose. You know why? Because my baby dad, any nigga I ever dealt with, and it's crazy because prior to this situation, I would have never said nothing bad about my ex because he always been a stand-up nigga. But I always been blessed enough to be with guys that's going to make sure I elevate. I have a college degree. I graduated college with a 3.9 GPA. No, I ain't go to no goddamn ICDC college. I graduated from DeVry. I have a software engineering degree. Like the shit I've done is like, bro, I've reached levels in life to where as though the shorty that constantly keep stalking me, like, bro, you would never get there. I don't care how much you try. You know why? Because you got too much envy in your heart. You're never going to get there. Not only like when it comes to college shit, different jobs. Like I said, I got a degree in IT. I went to school. I got a pharmacy license. Not even just that at one time frame. And I mean, not even at one time frame because I'm still working on some shit behind closed doors that's going to re-hit. But I had a lingerie store for a whole 4 years. I woke up one day, you know, before PPP got popping, I had started a little business, I had got some lingerie. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the goddamn upsell. My baby dad helped me start my business. Shouts out to my daughter's dad. When he helped me start my business, originally I was afraid to apply for like those type of loans when they was giving them out like that. But one thing about my daughter's dad, and to be honest, like my twins dad, King and Kai dad, like he in the streets, he not the white collar dude. But again, my baby dads used to work in unison. When I got my store, like, you know, my daughter's dad was putting up shelves, painting the walls. My twins dad was passing off money. What do you need, Chanel? What do you need, Chanel? What do you need, Chanel? I never had to fucking get out here stripping. That's why I be saying, like, when I be popping my shit towards these bitches, the most I do is come online, shake ass with a little thong out, and child, please, do I get cussed out from time to time? Hell yeah. Because again, like, it's just what happens with the niggas that I have dealt with. But have I ever had to hit a pole? Have I ever bottle service? Have I ever hookah service? Have I ever been a 304? Like, bro, fuck no. I've been very fortunate in life to where as though I ain't never had to hit up Uncle Otis to suck his dick for $40 in order to pay my rent. Too sorry for you hoes. I ain't never had to go through that. Ain't that what Keisha said? Like, what the hell? Oh, damn, y'all about to die. Let me put you on the church. But like, yeah, like it's like at the end of the day, I lied to y'all not. Certain battles that certain females had to go through, I ain't never had to go through that. Dead ass. I should have probably, and this not even me bragging, I should have probably went back home, but ain't nobody harassing. We gonna send it back. You could get out of my life. I should have probably went back home, but you know, when I don't want to go, when I'm still vacationing and I'm still having a good time, you know who gonna make sure I'm good? You know who gonna make sure like shit is cool for me? Not only my motherfucking daughter's dad, but it could be a nigga that I'm just talking to. It could be a motherfucker that literally just follow me on the gram, follow me on TikTok. A motherfucker is gonna be like, hey, yo, you straight? Hey, yo, you cool? What you need from me? I lied to you not. I want to say, like, when I finally went and pressed charges, like, on my ex for, like, the nonsense, and we not jumping off the story. I'm just elaborating a little bit. Somebody that followed me on TikTok, I think I had posted like these stickers. I said, damn, I gotta get them. All right, send me the address. Straight send them, like, you know, my mom address, send them. I was like, oh shit, I never even posted them because I never even went the hell home so I could get them. On vacation. I'm LA, Phoenix, Scottsdale. I'm everywhere, but guess who's going to make sure I'm cool? For one, my work is on my laptop. I carry my laptops everywhere I go. But again, when females is out here with the Cardi B stripper anthem, it's only but so much you could go with a raggedy ass pussy. I don't give a fuck if you selling it. I don't give a fuck if you think you got a personal. That shit only gonna take you but so far. I work off my laptops. Not only do I work off my laptops, but a motherfucker that I'm talking to is gonna make sure I'm straight. Gonna make sure I'm straight. And guess what? If a dude is making sure you straight, a nigga is not taking care of you if you out here fucking, I'ma throw this money like a free code. Now don't get me wrong. I would throw this money like a free code online. I'ma throw this money like a free code. She just keep on dancing like a free code. Bounce that ass, bounce that ass, bounce that ass. But guess what? I'm only doing that shit the fuck online. When I get done twerking, like right now I'm by myself. Like, but shit. I want to say like damn near the end of all last year, like I'm booed up. I'm doing that shit online and I'm getting offline and I'm making my nigga dinner. Like the fuck, like niggas don't put you up. Niggas don't make sure you have a roof over your head, food in your mouth, crib nice as shit. Oh, you need your hair done, you need your nails done. Oh, we need groceries in the crib. Niggas is not going to do that if you're out here selling it. Sad to tell you, girls, that. But throughout the time frame, was I arguing back and forth with this stripper hoe? Absolutely. That it was so distasteful. And here's the thing. And this is what I be liking about my life. Thank you, baby. This is what I be liking about my life. You motherfuckers would never know who I fuck with. Y'all would never know who I fuck with. He not even on social media. You would never know who I fuck with. But it's like at the end of the fucking day, I'm sorry. The niggas that's going to make sure you cool, make sure you straight. And like when it comes to like my baby dad, I don't have to hunt my baby dads. My baby dad's going to look out for me just because of who the fuck I am. A nigga is not going to look out for you, not going to make sure you're cool, not going to do a motherfucking thing for you if you out here with a price tag on it on alligator crawl. I think that's what that shit called. It's so funny, right? Because my brother showed me this fucking page. It's kind of like list crawler, but some of the bitches that I was like beefing back and forth with is on there. Now, am I going to show it on TikTok? Hell no. We don't want TikTok to say I'm bullying somebody. So it kind of is what it is. But was it worth the cackle? Yes. Am I going to post my Patreon link on my YouTube when I'm done? Absolutely. Because we're going to get our laughs and shit the fuck off. But all in all, what I say is this shorty that kept on like stalking. It's like, bro, you could say to you blue in the face, oh, Chanel, do this. Like Chanel be booed up. And when Chanel not booed the fuck up, y'all know what I want y'all to know. Y'all know what I put the fuck online, that type shit. But when I'm traveling and I'm by myself, like, bro, I'm traveling and I'm by myself. But again, like I said, I'm able to travel and be by myself and get taken care of because I ain't out here with a motherfucking menu. And that's what these shorties don't understand. When you're out here with a menu, a motherfucker could go on Twitter, they could go on a list crawler, a bag page, or whatever, and you got a menu. If you out here working in clubs and a motherfucker know all he needed is $300 and he could fuck you in the back of a club, his friend could fuck you in the back of a club, you using fuck water. I still don't know what fuck water is, and this bitch posted that shit on her page, but whatever. Niggas is not going to do anything for you. Now, going back to current times, when I came back from Jamaica, you know, it was a big thing because my ex-dad, this is May. My ex-dad was like, oh, he gave you $30,000 for this crib, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he ain't give me no $30,000 for this crib. I'm like, I use my own money. Now, those of y'all that follow my old page, those of y'all that follow this page, like I said, it's certain things that I post. It's certain things that I'm not going to post because I ain't trying to get hit with a block. as I'm sitting on here talking to y'all right now, I can tell y'all I got hit with so many, bullying, harassment, but I ain't bullying and harassing nobody. I ain't even barely using no goddamn curse words, so they removed it. However, um, I'm arguing with his dad. Now, mind you, as I'm arguing with his dad, I'm getting mad now. So I called my dad. I'm like, yeah, yo, they keep on talking about some $30,000. I said, this nigga didn't give me no $30,000. I said, I got a Burberry diaper bag, which, mind you, the Burberry diaper bag came from Neiman's. I called Neiman's, gave them the tag information because it came, like, when he gave it to me, it was super like souped up, like it had the gift receipt in there. I called them to ask him how much he paid for the goddamn bag, because at this point I got like real live questions. Why the fuck is they constantly trying to blame me for some $30,000 and you ain't give me no motherfucking $30,000? So mind you, I called Neiman's. Anybody, if I'm lying, I'm flying. My cousin, I like, listen, the breadcrumbs that I'm gonna drop is she's a popular ass motherfucking makeup artist in Philly. If you could figure it out, she'll confirm anything I'm saying. If you can't, I ain't finna be that messy. But she's a popular makeup artist. She done did celebrity makeup in Philly. That's who she is. You'll figure it out though. But anywho, when I called Neiman's, I'm trying to figure this shit the fuck out, because I'm like, damn, the nigga, the diaper bag was only worth $1,500. And then I'm like, he said the sunflowers. Now, anybody that knows sunflowers is my favorite flower. No, it's not a cheap flower, but the sunflowers, give or take 2 dozen of sunflowers, that was no more than about $160 top for the best motherfucking florist. So, and then inside of the 2 dozen sunflowers was the $600. So I'm like, well, where the fuck did he get $30,000 from? So my dad comes there. Now, mind you, when my dad didn't come that same night, my dad called his dad and his mom came. So when I be telling y'all, like, a lot of the shit that this shorty be posting be fucking not true. And if the mom is going with anything, she's a lying ass fucking hoe. Like, bro, I got text messages. And what's crazy, because I think I recorded that day, but a lot of the times, like, my dad always say stop feeding the circus. He like, bro, that, that bitch is stupid. Like leave that shit where it is. Like, we know what it is. His mom know what it is. Like, that's just what it is. So mind y'all, his dad comes to my house. His mom comes to my house. My dad comes to the house. So one thing about my dad is in the street. So my dad was like, what you tell your folks you did with the money? So he talking under his breath. Imagine like how you talk to your kids, like, yo, didn't I tell you to clean up your room? He like, like, listen, this is how he looking. So my dad like, nigga, speak up. What did you tell your family you did with your money? Because mind you, this shit was so big. Anybody that followed my old Facebook before I lost my old Facebook, bro, I'm arguing with his mom. I'm arguing with his cousin. These motherfuckers, of course, they brought up the fact that I blasted him for burning, but they like, oh, you took his money. You's a gold digging bitch. I'm like, gold digger? Bro, he was broke. I paid for like a lot of shit. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? So, mind you, this argument was so heated on on Facebook. It was like fucking 2,000 comments. You got people that follow me, family, all types of shit, going at his mom, going at his cousin. Like, like they on that because they like, bro, like y'all just green. Y'all just believe in any fucking thing. Like this weirdest shit. So, but my dad right there, now mind you, my ex is probably about 5'5" because I'm 5'6", so I got an inch on him. But my dad is about 6'5". So my dad like, nigga, what did you do with your money? What did you do with your money? My daughter is arguing with motherfuckers that's your folks online, but in their the argument is this, and mind you, once certain motherfuckers step into the group chat, it's only but certain, you can only lie but so much. So my dad like, all this shit all over social media, and you told me, he said, I asked you, what money is your pop talking about? You said you fucked up. Mind y'all, he never said what he fucked up for. He just said he fucked up. So again, my dad sitting there, my ex acting like a little baby. He's chastising the bullcrap out of him. He like, what did you do with your money? So he like, man, I fucked up. Like, You know, I don't know what happened to the money. Like I was drinking a lot. I was going out. Like, you know, like I did a lot. So my dad was like, well, why would you tell your family Chanel spent your money? So he was just like, I lied, like flat out, just like in front of everybody was like, I lied. His mom never apologized. His motherfucking funky ass dad never apologized. They just was like, oh, we need to get him help. He's suffering from like, you know, alcoholism and then everything else. So he's just not in his right state of mind. Bro, we're not about to sit here and try to like pacify the behavior. Fuck, he's not in his right state of mind. Fuck any of that shit. You know why? Because at the end of the day, when y'all thought, like, mind you, it's me. I'm arguing with his family, motherfuckers that wanted to publicly, you know, believe the lies and bullshit this nigga was saying. Because now at this point, he unofficially fucking with the girl that burnt them to begin with. So this shit was so fucking big. My dad was like, yeah, that's some cornball ass shit. You don't do shit like that. He like, because at the end of the day, you got everybody over money that Chanel never seen, bro. I never seen no fucking $30,000. So again, fast forward after I had my motherfucking son, bro, you bought child support. You bought child support from you fucking up when I was 2 months pregnant. But to tell everybody you gave me 30 bands and I got a motherfucking Burberry diaper bag, 2 dozen of fucking sunflowers and $600. But you trying to act like you big Willie, like, oh yeah, I gave her all this bread and she ain't give me nothing. She wouldn't even let me sleep in the crib. No, like, bro. So that's why I waited until after I had my son. I applied for fucking child support. And that's why my child support was what my child support was. Because like I said, stick a pin in it. I pay for my kids' medical. I pay for fucking everything. So at that point, it was like it was just up and it was stuck. Now, mind y'all, after I had my son, after birthday trip, all that, remember I told y'all everything that went on. He still was trying to kick it like these results never came back. After the fact, I called the fucking DDNC. When you take a DNA test authorized through the state or whatever, it goes down to family court. I sent the paperwork to his mom. Yo, your son never took it, so why he's saying it? We're grown. If you feel like I got pregnant in October and I clearly got fucking pregnant in motherfucking December, then be a man, be a grown up, go take a DNA test that I paid $2,700 for, and let's figure this out. No, he wanted to be able to carry the narrative as if I did something wrong, and that's why he went out there and slept with that whole ass trash ass bitch, and that's why all this bullshit is still going on to this day, and it was never that. So jumping back to like that time frame of things, a lot of you know, like it was like I went and got child support. Now at this time frame, I'm back and forth in Texas because now I'm trying to look for a crib because at the end of the day, all I gotta wait for is the court hearing. Our court hearing was January at that time frame, but I think this was like August and September. I had went down to Texas to look for a crib. I ended up finding a crib in September. When I found the crib in September, off the rip, a lot of the cribs in Texas, anybody that ever lived in Texas, they'll tell you it's certain joints that's luxury. But again, the crib that I moved from, and what's crazy is I think a lot of shit is in this phone. This is why I said I'm gonna post it on my Discord. Um, my furniture that was in my apartment before I moved to Texas, it was like that stone blue. It was like that stone blue like elegant looking couch. And then I had like those super elegant looking chairs. But like a lot of the cribs that's in Texas is like farm style houses. They're like farm style houses. Not only is it farm style houses, but like it gave like more earth tones, not the type crib that I had. So my whole thing was, man, let me see what the fuck I can sell. Like, you know, I'll keep our mattresses, I'll do all the kids' rooms over. Like that's pretty much just how I was thinking. I was like, hold on, this was March 2024. Hold on. So I'm thinking like, all right, whatever. I'll do the kids' bedroom over. Like, you know, I'm like, I was only thinking like essentials. Like, all right, I'm gonna come to Texas. I'm gonna have our mattresses. Like, I'll find everything else. So I gotta find like a bed without me in it. This is a crazy part. Shit. April 2024. No, hold on. Cause child, y'all know how I be. That shit be like, is it appropriate for this social media platform, you know? So all right, I mean I kind of got this. I can show y'all, then I can move backwards. So like where I used to live at, like the high rises of where I used to live at, this was kind of like like the area before you go into like the apartments, because you kind of had to get like buzzed in or whatever like that. Let me see. November 2024. Let's see. Because you kind of had to get buzzed in. So for the most part, no, that was the new house. Child, my stories be the fucking insane. Okay, so this is a friendly one. So mind y'all, peep like the background. You could see my background and you could see like crib dirty wear. Crib dirty wear. Like none of my cribs is ever not put in place like a motherfucking. Wait, let me see, because I feel like I could find a better photo than that. That was August. Let's try June. June 2024. Because I feel like I should have like a picture without me in it, but child, a picture without me in it is like, bitch, where you finna be in all these joints, Nelly. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I think it might be better for me to look for it this way. Child, because sometimes, like, you know, like when I be looking at my pics, I be like, no, what was the purpose of it? Then I be like, maybe I was unicorning. Who knows? Y'all know how I get. If I'm unicorning, it had to been a good time. All right, we at August. Stories. Hold up. And then who the fuck told them? All right, I'm gonna do it this way because I don't know how they be redoing shit on these yawns. Hold up. Here we go. I should have just did it this way. I feel like once I got to try to put the dates in it, that shit was a second mad weird. Chanel. It was like a mad weird. Oh, look at what I come across. Nelly's store shit. Nelly's store shit. Nelly's store shit is always fun. Oh my god, y'all want to see me pre BBL? This is so cute. How did I come across this? Oh my god. This was Nelly pre BBL. Oh my god. Nelly pre BBL. I gave like white girl body all the time. I freaking hated it. This was like pre BBL. Pre, you know, me getting that body done. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold it. That's always a good time though. Cause when I be seeing my plics, I be like, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's something about not having that fat gene that these hoes be having that they can't stand their life. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. That's why I be telling y'all, when I rolled up out of my dad nutsack, it was me, it was God, and it was like the Don. Like all in that order. Like, you know what I'm saying? Golden sperm, baby. Golden motherfucking sperm. Damn, you know what's crazy? I think I'm coming up on it. My little stinker pool keys in some of these, but I cannot show y'all that super live. I gotta go to the ones with my stinker pool not in it. I'm not getting distracted either, FYI. You know what I'm saying? Is a purpose behind this. So just keep up. Keep up, stay with me. Keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up, keep up. Only if motherfucking Snapchat and my photos. I feel like every time a bitch get the update in these motherfucking phones, I be like, wait a minute, my photos was not saved like this last time. You know, they be like, yeah, bitch, we rearranged them, and I be like, to what order? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Then that's when you kind of just gotta like hunch your shoulders. But all in all, I'm about to show y'all because there's a reason behind it. Because motherfuckers be thinking they be thinking they know your story. And like if a motherfucker don't know your story, kindly always correct them, tell your story. And if it's a trick asshole like one that's in my story, no, she ain't even a part of my story. She just a motherfucking demon that's finna get cast away. But she just said some fucked up shit. And like the moral of my stream today is like pretty much just telling y'all dudes, y'all gotta stop bringing females around y'all kids. Because a lot of the shit that she said is just like disgusting and disturbing. And like to me, it's like I'm legit just like just making y'all aware of it. That's pretty much like what this stream like is about or whatever. But am I giving the story time from the entire time? Hell yeah, it's context. Okay, kids in there, you can't say it. Damn. You know what's crazy? I gotta do like more photos. You know how you be coming downstairs and they be like, oh yeah, sense of relief. Oh my God. It's me in motherfucking Jamaica. Bro, I am getting so fucking distracted. I'm looking for one thing that don't have like ass in the photo. And not only ass in the photo, like a kid. It's kind of barbaric. Shit be like, Chanel, god damn it, you bitch. Every time you see a mirror, it does not give to see a mirror take a flick. I'm lying to myself in that whole entire sentence. Because anybody that know me know that is exactly how the fuck I think. Mm, mm. I want to show y'all. What's this? Then it'd be like when I think I found one, it's a fucking kid in it. She's fucking Louise. Chanel. Or like dead ass like I'm gonna do better this year, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm gonna do better this year, because a lot of these photos, like let's say if I saw a mirror and I took a flick, why do I always have to like show a nip or some shit like this? So did I do my class? Okay, so here's like some of like the apartment. I feel like we got something on here. So you'll see like closet. Like see how I had like some of the closet stuff set. More of like closet stuff. 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 And you do still hear my little stinky pookie in the background. He still was like, mommy, mommy, mommy. Okay. More of like how I had shit set up in my little apartment. Well, what's this apartment? No, this was the crib. So this was the apartment. So this was my apartment. It was like kind of in like downtown Philly before I left. What you see that bum ass nigga? Child. See what I'm saying? So again, when a motherfucker is online trying to make it as if you live like a savage, bitch, I never lived like a savage. I torch your ass class. Let's get in. Let me wait till my baby get out the photo. You know what I'm saying? But just more of, and here's the thing, a lot of times this type shit be important because when you got a fucking raggedy ass hoe constantly online, oh, you dirty bitch, a crib, every fucking crib I had looked like something out of a motherfucking magazine. Can we stop? Can we stop? Anywho, And again, before I moved to Texas, was I homeschooling the kids? I definitely was homeschooling the kids. So this would be like the little setup of like how I had like, them set up or whatever. So again, when people is going online saying certain shit, and mind you, that apartment was probably about like $3,000 a fucking month. When people is going online and they saying certain shit like, oh, her kids is living foul, they this, they that, that shit be like, bro, just say you a hater. I like at the end of the day, I was never the type of shorty that lived in Section 8. I never had Section 8, Section 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. None of that bullshit. Any crib I ever had, like, bro, I spin the bag. Like, so again, when you got motherfuckers taken to social media, and mind you, we going ping pong a little bit because I'm gonna try to like, jump back and forth on different scenarios or whatever. My birthday, he called DHS, but we didn't know he called DHS at that time frame. Um, Jumping forward to after I moved to Texas, when I had moved to Texas, I had moved I moved to like a townhouse or whatever. But did I get evicted? Yes. Let's talk about why the fuck I got evicted. Him and the girl kept contacting the fucking property management company. They kept calling the cops on me. So and pretty much I violated the HOA. Now anybody that ever lived in like an HOA community, you know the rules. Now did she place the eviction on me right away? No, she didn't place the eviction on me right away because she knew what was going on. Mind you, do I got police reports from that time frame? Yes, I got police reports from that time frame. The police report says that shit is still publicly on my Patreon. So if you want to go take a look at it, it definitely is on my Patreon. But for the most part, when somebody is coming online and they trying to pass a narrative like, oh, she got evicted because she wasn't paying her bills. Bro, like I told you, I moved to Texas, no plan at all. I was talking to this nigga that's in the army at the time frame. The nigga that's in the army that I was talking to legit was in Baghdad, paid my moving money, paid my rent. Because mind you, I remember the bitch had posted a story one day and was like, oh, so-and-so pays her rent. Bitch, just say you're upset because a nigga never did anything for you. Just say that. Because thinking she's coming online spilling the beans about a nigga that I talked to that's in the army and saying, oh, he pays her rent. No, bro, as man and woman, if you're talking to somebody, if you're dealing with them, they're supposed to make sure you're straight, especially if you're not working or whatever. But that's just what she chose to do at that time frame. Now, again, I'll show y'all my crib in Texas. I got my first crib. Now, again, like I was saying, did I get evicted? Yeah, I got the fuck evicted. I'm a post a goddamn police reports on my Patreon, and that link is going to be on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure my YouTube channel is posted on my page. Now, the reason I got the fuck evicted, my ex and the fucking, nasty dancer kept calling, they called the fucking property management company. It was like 17 different times. Y'all gonna see it on the police report. Not only did they call 17 different times, they said my kids was in a crib. They didn't have beds. They didn't have adequate sleeping. Let me see, because I did text. This shit might be on my Google Drive because I did recently had to get that to the detectives. They said my kids didn't have adequate beds. Mind y'all, when at first nobody came, but then when a cop came, the cop eventually came because he was like, we constantly keep, and mind you, I told you I got the police reports, right? Hold on. Because so on a police report, right? You can't see, but again, it's going to be posted on my Patreon because of me trying to show y'all right there. Y'all not going to be able to see what I'm talking about. But it tells you how many times the person called into the fucking police department. We'll get into that though. So, mind you, they like, oh, like, this seems unusual, but no, I don't want to filter keys. They like, this seems unusual, but because of how many calls they made, matter of fact, hold up. SAPD. Here we go. Because I just had, it's so crazy, right? This is how shit worked. Because his attorney kept trying to use the eviction against me in court. She was like, oh, she got evicted. She got evicted from her house. She got evicted from her house. So mind you, when we was in court on the 18th, I'm like, bro, I got evicted from my house because, you and your bitch wouldn't stop stalking and harassing me. I got an HOA violation. Mind you, you know, when they send you the notice to vacate, on a notice to vacate, it says exactly what the fuck you getting evicted for. Now, what adult right state of mind are you gonna, like my rent is like, in the first place it was 1,800, the second place 2,300, plus like my bills and shit. That shit was like, bro, I lied to you not. My second crib, and mind you, my second crib, I'm surprised they changed their mind at the last minute, but it was kind of like bad energy already. My ex and the stripper bitch got my crib swatted. What getting your crib swatted means is, after all the nonsense with like, and this is like initially like when he started calling DHS, mind you, he was already calling DHS, already calling the cops a lot. He was already doing all of that. So when my house got swatted, my kids is separated at everybody motherfucking house because it's two jurisdictions in my business. Don't nobody know what's going on. All they know is I got about 30 CPS cases in Texas. I got about 30 opened up in Philadelphia. You would think they would like request police reports or anything at that time frame. No. Now, when my crib got swatted, what that means is exactly what it is. Somebody calls the cops on you. They say you got weapons of mass destruction, and they make it as if they're in the fucking crib with you. SWAT team, U.S. Marshals come kick your door down. You get fucking arrested. Not only do you get like arrested, for the most part, they don't even let you talk or nothing like that until they figure shit the fuck out to see if it is bombs in your crib, if it is like weapons of mass destruction in your crib. They literally keep you cuffed. Now, how I got out of the situation is because the same exact day that all this bullshit is going on, we had court. I tells them when we had court, I'm like, yo, he keeps giving his girlfriend my address. And like, you know, not only is my pictures ending up on fucking websites like saying that, like soliciting me to be raped and robbed, my address is getting raped and robbed, my address is getting placed out online, my pharmacy license got placed online. I am crying in the back of the towel because here's the thing. When I work from home, half the time I'm naked. I only need my headset on. So if I got a headset on, sometimes I just got drawers on. Sometimes I got a thong on. Sometimes I got a thong on and pasties on. I don't have no fucking clothes on. So when the fucking SWAT team and the U.S. Marshals kick my fucking door down, I get tussled to the ground, handcuffed, all this shit. It wasn't until I'm telling them like, yo, I just left court. I attended court virtually. I said, my ex has been stalking and harassing me since I left like Philadelphia, and like this shit been ongoing. It's been ongoing, no resolvement, nothing. I cannot make this shit up to you. I got my lawyer in my ear because again, we just left a DHS meeting because everybody trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why? Because at this time frame, I got about 10 open DHS cases within a matter of a couple hours. Now, like I said, anything involving anything else, I'm not going to get into it because like that's a private matter. I'm just talking about the two adults in a situation. Now, mind you, this that police report that I was telling you about. This police report is on my Patreon. Mind you, that's only the amount of times like he called in here. I don't know if y'all could see, but on a police report, mind you, and it still goes on. This is one. This is only one police report. It says how many times he called in. It says how many times she called in. It says what they called in for, what they said at each time. So mind you, this is the one from pretty much when I like the fucking complex just was like, it is an out of state domestic disturbance. And mind you, this shit gonna be on my Patreon, but I can't make this shit the fuck up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 89, 100, and 89, 90. I fucked it up. 90 fucking times this girl and my ex called the fucking police to my fucking crib and contacted the fucking apartment complex 90 fucking times. All those all those time frames is calls into the San Antonio Police Department. 90 times. This is just one report. The second report, hold up. Cause I need y'all to have context and shit. When you got a dizzy ass hoe that's doing stuff like this on social media, but then trying to make it out like, and mind you, the shit they said about me to DHS was insane. Child, they said I was on drugs. They said, oh, I had my kids living in a crib with no working water, no heat, hot water. Bro, I live in the upper middle class cul-de-sac. Make it make sense. But on a fucking PFA paperwork, with not the DHS paperwork, they said, "Child, I was living in public housing, all types of shit." But again, you would think Philadelphia would do their due diligence with requesting these police reports. I was able to request these police reports just solely for my like, my custody hearing. Because anybody that ever had like DHS involvement, they don't let you talk in DHS court. The shit goes on until it can't go on. And like how I am, I'm one of those type of people with, it's like, make it make sense. If you can't make it make sense, I'm not entertaining it. I'm not about to help you get a paycheck. I'm not. I did a hell of a good job so that my kids didn't have to grow up in poverty. Yeah, it's a no-go for me. I'm sorry. It's very much a no-go for me. I'm not doing anything. And like when I say I'm not doing anything, like it be heavy on it. Like, and I know I definitely piss the judge off plenty of times because for me, oh crap. I don't know what the heck I did right there. But yeah, for me, I know I pissed her off plenty of times because for me, I'm like, what? And did I act like the shit was beneath me? Hell yeah, because it's beneath me. I'm not participating in none of these shenanigans that y'all got going on in Philly. Y'all should do your job. But again, the other police report as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Bro, about another 100 calls. And somebody calling in over 100 times to the police station talking about you got weapons of mass destruction, you got bombs in there, you're gonna blow up the whole goddamn complex. Like this shit is on an official San Antonio. Let me see, can y'all see it? Official San Antonio police report. So the shit to me be like, bro, stop coming online trying to act like y'all fucking with me. And when I say y'all fucking with me, stop coming online trying to act like, you know, oh, she just want to be with him so bad. No, bro, y'all are fucking stalking. Hold on, let me see, because I feel like it's a monkey on my jaw, and I might need to kick him out, but I can't see right now. Oh no, it's not. My bad. But yeah, it's like in that situation, like, bro, I felt helpless as shit because I'm like, yo, it's no way they not getting these police reports. There's no way they don't see this shit. Like, bro, I like to been the type of mom that I've been this entire fucking time. Like I said, I lived in Philly. I made sure my kids never caught the bus. I made sure my kids never went to a fucking public school. Like I said, again, I'm one of those moms. My kids never even lived in a crib that was not souped up. Again, like I said, that shit is going to be on my Patreon. So to be going through this, and mind you, throughout the time frame, Shorty, matter of fact, because I do got messages from the detective because they started, her and him started stalking me again today. I had to talk to the detective down there in Philly. I had to talk to a detective here in order for me to press charges. It was just so much. But again, when you got somebody constantly, and remember I told y'all him and her used my photos and was trying to get me scraped and robbed. Bro, that's all over that's gonna be on my Patreon too. But when I tell you it was like just the build up effect of things, it's like, bro, leave me the fuck alone. Like the shit that like really bothered me today, as in why I came on live, was like literally So she made a fake page, and the fake page was like, it was both of them. It had to be both of them just about certain things that got said. Oh, the only thing motherfuckers gonna turn up with you is a line of coke. I'm like, bro, I never did coke a day in my life. This bitch is actually insane. Like when I tell y'all, like, and then it was not even just that. It was more demonic shit that she said. Like, I want to say, like, right before I pressed charges against him in January. And here's the thing: in January, I think I tried again to get a stay away order in San Antonio. San Antonio had wrote me this motherfucking letter, and then how I ended up being able to get the stay away order in Philadelphia is because they called Philadelphia with me. Because normally anybody that's from Philly, you know, you go there, you explaining to them what's going on. I'm showing them all the police reports I had from there. San Antonio was like, bro, the fact that your ex-husband gave her your birth certificate and social, and these things are still on her page, that's a federal crime. They should be prosecuted. The fact that she posted your pharmacy license, that's a federal crime. The fact that your photos, mind you, photos of mine, like, and what was crazy, it definitely was traced back to them, because the websites that she posted me on, that he posted me on, you have to subscribe to the website. So she was subscribing to the website, but she was using his debit card to pay for it. And literally, it was like, oh, I like to play dress up. I like grape play and all this other stuff. My back door is always open. Mind you, at this point, I'm already in the process of getting evicted because my house had got swatted. They broke my motherfucking back door. They broke my front door. The cul-de-sac, like, yeah, they pretty much, they wasn't equipped to deal with like this level of like stalking and harassment. So basically, I cannot lie to you. The last day right before I moved out, the lady from the property management company started to feel bad, and she was like, you know, pretty much like they was going to try to move me to a different crib, but she was like, just pay the rent. And I was like, well, even if y'all move me to a different crib, I can't make this shit up to y'all. My ex and this dizzy ass dumbass stripper, they would do background checks on me. These motherfuckers did 200 background checks on me, posted it online the same time they posted my birth certificate and social. So fast forward, January, I had got this letter from fucking San Antonio. Cause mind you, I want to say October and November, him and her called DHS on me so many times. Now at this time frame, I'm numb to the bullshit. I think I'm in Florida. Like I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to like let it go through, let it rock out. Man, another DHS worker called this, and like when she called, she was just like, I never seen somebody get so many DHS calls. Like, what's going on? So I tells her, I'm like, my ex is bitter. So she was like, what he's bitter for? Mind you, like I was getting money from my baby dad. I ain't gonna hold you. However, did he deserve to be on child support? He deserved to be on child support then. And here's the thing: our child support is not even off. When all this shit resolves itself, he's gonna go on child support afterwards. He's gonna have to pay me restitution once this is done and over with, because I definitely filed charges. Like now, like thank God to fucking Arizona and their laws, I was able to press charges here today behind this shit. But in Philadelphia, like we already got an open case. But again, like literally, like as this shit is going on, I'm numb to it. Like when a worker called in, she was like, I can see why, his girlfriend is jealous of you. But she was like, why are they so hateful? And I was like, well, I told the whole world that he was burning, flat out, because that's what happened. She was like, well, how did it get that bad? I said, because he allowed a stripper to disrespect me. Don't ever allow nobody to disrespect your baby mama, especially not a stripper that's going. Their only objective is to wreck motherfucking homes. I can't make this up to y'all. Before the fuck I went to my custody hearing in January, I think it was like January 12th. No, that was the DHS one. January 18th. Shout out to every guy she DM, and they sent me the DMs. I can't make this up to y'all. She was DMing guys like, oh, you seen that girl Chanel? She jealous of his new girlfriend. Da, 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 da. It was guys like, bro, you shorties be too pressed. I see his baby mom, and I also see his baby mom pushing through. Not only is she pushing through, she's still living better than you, blah, 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 like all that. Like, bro, it was so crazy because it was guys like that was like messaging her back and forth. Oh, this one she tried to message my sister. Oh, I bet she mad she ain't getting that 5 bands no more, bro. regardless if I'm getting 5 bands a month in child support or if I'm not getting 5 bands a month in child support. Again, like I said, everything my ex did has a paper trail. So that shit could go back to being the same. I'm not necessarily worried about it. And that's not even what brought me to even speak on the shit tonight. But we're gonna get into it. But my thing is, everybody that this girl tried to DM, it was just like the way in how Shorty is demonic. And it's like y'all really, and like at the end of the day, I'm gonna show her photo at the end of the day, at the end of it all, and it's definitely gonna be posted on my YouTube channel because y'all dudes need to be mindful of shorties like this. Now, mind you, my one of my sisters on my dad's side started coming at her. I want to say this was like back in December because her and him has a fake page of me. The fake page has my photo on it, and on the fake page, they was like, "Yeah, we'll make sure you never see your kids again. Your life is never gonna go back to being the same. I'm gonna make your son hate you like you don't like your mom, bro." Mind you, this is a girl that's publicly on her social media. She want to act like she wants to be a mom. She want to act like she's just this amazing hearted person, but she say some nasty shit behind closed doors. And it's like I pray to God every day, like, God, just protect my baby because I don't know what the fuck is going on over there. And again, if you're a mom and you get to thinking certain thoughts, you could crash out. You just can. And I like legit as all this shit was going on, I told myself, I said, bro, we're not crashing out over a bitch who mom didn't love her from the beginning. Like I could say my mom didn't motherfucking love me from the beginning, but I was not out here stripping the fuck at 11. I never had the 304, and I've always been motherfucking blessed enough to where as though whatever nigga I'm dealing with, whatever guy I'm dealing with took care of me. This is why I got a college degree, businesses, and this is why if I'm traveling, like bro, a lot of the times the men that been in my life is gonna make sure I'm cool. Dead ass. Like I don't have to give up ass to get taken care of. And on some real dead ass serious shit, I feel like Shorty knows that, and this is why it never gives main character energy with her because I've never seen a female and a male go in everybody DM that follows me. Oh, you see this? Yeah, she ain't buying her kids no motherfucking $10,000 place set no more. It's like, girl, and you still live in Maniac. Like he didn't even upgrade you. And again, like I said, if y'all ever put the pin in anything the fuck that I said, that nigga deserved to pay 5,000 a month. Whether if he was paying 5,000 a month, 200 a month, 2,000 a month, you know why? Because the moment you allowed your family to think I took $30,000 from you and you ain't do a motherfucking thing, and you went outside and court some shit you couldn't get rid of, like that shit be like, bro, be an adult, be a man. But I lie to you not, she was going back and forth with my sister on my dad's side. So she said like she said, I hide, you're alone, your kids with me. Mind you, when bitches be saying shit like that, they be wanting you to be mad. One thing about me, it's like once I turn my emotions off the sun, I'm a Gemini. My emotions is off. Even when it involves my kids. And here's the thing. I had to condition myself to be that way, and I had to condition myself to be that way because when I was younger, I would I would beat a bitch down. Anybody that know me, don't ever get the pretty face confused. Have I had a bunch of aggravated assault charges? Yes. Have I gotten out of them? Absolutely. Because one thing about Philly girls, they think they're gonna go to your house and they think they're gonna disrespect you. So when you wrap a bitch up and snap them up in your motherfucking crib, by all means, it's fair game at that point. So a lot of the times, that's how I got out of charges. Because if you come to my crib and you come to my crib on some acting like you like that, if you get pistol whipped, you get whatever. That's the fuck on you. You should have never came to my crib. But that was another reason why I moved from Philly, because I didn't want to live like that. It's like, can I fight? Yes. Would I bust a bitch down? Yes. Do I want to live like that? Fuck no. That's why the fuck my baby dad's made it to where as though I didn't have to. But anywho, she's going back and forth, and her name is Ashley Eatman. I'm going to put that out there. No, we're not bullying. No, we're not harassing. But we need to put faces on shorties that do shit like this because it's disturbing. She said, like, aha, you're mad. I got your kids are with me. Again, she said your kids probably won't even remember your ass. They're gonna hate you just like your mother hates you. This Nell stopped texting me. So my cousin said, bitch, I said cousin. My little sister said, bitch, this definitely not Nell. She said you out here looking desperate for attention. Again, You look stupid. Your mama must be, she was like, your mama must be proud. You're a messy ass bitch. You ain't, she was like, you full of nothing but cum, and your fucking pussy is full of nothing but STDs like your mouth. Mind you, of course, that got submitted to the fucking detective unit because again, imagine you saying some shit like that about somebody motherfucking kids. Mind you, shit of just like posting my pharmacy credentials and everything like that. Now, of course, like my ex definitely got in trouble for that because again, she shouldn't have that. That's shit you would know with being in family court, child support court, that type thing. So then, no, that's the same one. Hold on, that's the same one. Hold up. No, this is a police report. Hold on. And I'm showing y'all this because again, like I said, y'all gotta stop. Like, and it's especially men. Stop bringing these shorties around y'all kids. She's going back and forth with my family, but she thinking she making me mad. That shit, like for one, baby girl, I got LifeLock. I'm not even worried about it. It said I'm not a scammer, but aha, look, her social and her birth certificate over on this page. Mind you, is another fake page that she running with my stuff on it. But okay. Then mind y'all, she even took to her social media, like thinking she clowning me about us two breaking up and fucking 2 weeks of us being married. But it's like, bro, you could post on your page, ha, y'all broke up in 2 weeks, but you not gonna post on your page, yeah, I'm the same stripper that slept with a married man and burnt them. Like, so it's like if you gonna say one thing, say it all. So then, mind you, she still was sending different people text messages. Like, so I think this one, she was like trying to message somebody, damn, do you want to link the fight? It's like, bro, at the end of the day, my patience with Shorty, I already let it be known. Girl, go on ahead before I put you on a t-shirt like your cousin. Take it how the fuck you want to take it. And y'all could clip that shit. But fight, nah, bitch, you need to go fight some fucking common sense. Now, mind y'all, Kyrie message, oh, scratch that. Bull messaged me. This was this was like probably like right after I moved to Texas because what he did was is he went and filed for like a modification of like our child support or whatever, but they didn't never say nothing. Child, in this long ass motherfucking text message, listen, I don't want you thinking like that right now. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna leave you hanging financially, blah blah blah. With court, with child support, I can't afford to live like this. I'm not trying to snake you. If you're not trying to snake me with child support, a, why would you file for a motherfucking modification? B, why would you send the paperwork to a crip you know damn well I don't look at? C, he tells the judge that I knew about the court hearing. Mind you, I never knew anything about the motherfucking court hearing because when he filed for the modification, at this point, I'm already transitioning to Texas. Mind y'all, what did I tell y'all? And I told y'all to stick a pin in it. I said, literally, when I left Philly, I sold a lot of the furniture. I've rented like a small U-Haul because the only thing I was thinking is, all right, I'm gonna bring all the mattresses and everything like that and everything else. Like, I'll just buy brand new. So when I purchased my kids' play set, when I'm doing different things like that, like, and mind you, I got my kids' play set was 15K. It's in storage right now, but whatever. It was 15,000. I think I got from him in Texas. It was about like 5 or 6,000. Mind you, him and her DMing this to people. But I think his rears was like 30,000. But again, the cost of my kids' playset was nowhere near what I got. So what does that mean? That mean I had to pay additional money into it. Around Christmas time, it was Christmas time, Xmas time, this whole entire time she online, and I'm gonna show y'all that too. She online. Oh, I hope you doing this with your child support money, bitch. You don't need to tell me what to do with my motherfucking child support money. I'm a mother. I'm a mother. I'm one of those ones that fucking take care of my kids. Like, girl, bye. But again, these niggas be out here. They fuck on these stupid ass bitches. Not only do they be out here, they fuck on these stupid ass bitches. I don't know what the fuck she thought she was getting at, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can search it this way. Hold on. I hate how they fucking move everything on these goddamn things. God damn it. it. So they made androids look the androids kind of look like iPhones. They got like people favorites, stories, that type of thing. And I don't like that they did that. Hold on, let me see if I can put a date. Cause y'all gotta see my kids' playset. No, that's I don't really like how they did this. 2025. Hey, 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 I'm dripped up. You know what's crazy? Because everything is in the phone that I'm streaming on. I gotta remember to stop doing that too. Cause I always stream on like my phone that got like the most like my pull up evidence. That should be like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh damn, it's on that phone. Excuse me. I gotta show y'all. Why I gotta show y'all? Because I can't show y'all over here with the kids in it. I'm gonna have to get the one without the kids in it because we don't want y'all to get blizzard. Cause they be taking that kind of personal over here. I be like, damn. I just was trying to show them something so like we could all correlate a little bit, but they be like, no, no, we said what we said. I mean, listen, at least I had like the outside of the kid of my other crib, but that's what I'm saying. When you got motherfuckers telling people you on welfare, like, oh, she's on welfare, the kids don't have rooms, that shit be like, bro, where are y'all talking about now? I could show y'all over here on TikTok. Now, mind you, the shit be like, bro, come on, come again. I'm gonna just show y'all like part of like the kids' playset, but it's gonna be on my YouTube. Let's do that. Now imagine, like I said, when I bought my kids' playset was damn near 20 fucking thousand. As a mother, regardless of what, bro, you owe me that money. You owe me that money. You publicly allowed a fucking stripper to disrespect my fucking name. You fucked up our family. So again, like I said, I think I got like 5 or 6 grand from him. That 5 or 6 grand ain't had shit to do with the entire thing. And like I said, every last crib I had, every last room my kids had looked like something out of a motherfucking magazine. So again, when you got somebody that's playing with your name, that's saying certain shit, that shit be like, bro, like literally you could turn into another fucking person for real, for real. Cause it's like, but bro, like I would have never did you that way. Like you went out here and fucked up your dick, but that was when you and that stripper bitch. That had nothing to do with me. That had nothing to do with me. And like what's so fucked up and so crazy because do I be like that level of grown with shit? But yeah, but it's like the extent that shit went, it was just so disgusting. Mind you, it was a fake page because this is what got the warrant for him. So jump backwards. When San Antonio wrote that letter for me, it was a domestic violence unit. Mind you, they gave me a confidential address to use. Why? Because of how much he kept putting my address online, him and her. Meaning, he was giving her the information from court. She will make the fake page. Mind y'all, my daughter's dad pretty much came at him and was like, yo, you got to get your bitch. I don't know if you know. She's still posting no address and different stuff like that. He was like, yeah, and y'all ain't say nothing when she went on YouTube and told the whole world I was burning, bro. I only told the whole world you was burning because your stupid ass bitch wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. I'm not the type of female. I'm not gonna go at the female. That's on that female. I'm coming at him. When I'm blasting him, I'm blasting him, bro. You stuck your dick in a dumb bitch. Like, get your dumb bitch to leave me the fuck alone. That's the type of time I was on. And again, did she catch her straight? But yeah, this is why y'all niggas, y'all gotta keep these bitches the fuck in line. Is disgusting and I fucking hate it. Mind you, My birth certificate, social, this dizzy bitch, mind you. And I'm gonna post this because anybody that know my ex Brandon was white. Why she post my son next to a random ass, like, I don't have nothing against the elemental P community, but he was a random black guy named Brandon in Philly that looked like he was a part of the elemental P community. And I was like, bro, what? Brandon is a white redhead guy that was my ex. How the hell you confuse Brandon for being a white redhead for this guy that's a part of the elemental P community? And what was so fucked up, because I don't know if it was him that was running the page or her, but she had been, like, it could have been her, as many fake pages as the girl got, but she basically put my son next to like a random nigga, Brandon's son, Kyresa. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Anybody that know me, like, bro, I dealt with probably about 3 black dudes out of my entire life. I am into white dudes or light skinned dudes with real light eyes, red hair. My twin's dad, 6'5", real light eyes, red hair. My ex, he was white. He wasn't even fucking black, but white, real light eyes, red hair. My daughter's dad was black, and I mean, I'm not going to call him my ex, but I mean the most recent person that like I've been in a relationship with, he was darker, but he's, like I say, he's not on social media. Like, he's mad subtle. Like, I like dealing with guys that's mad subtle because I be needing like a balance or whatever. But again, to put my son next to a dude that's in the elemental P community, but you want to kick it to the world like, oh, I'm just such this nice person, I'm such this good person, I would never do these things. And mind you, of course, still making posts. Oh yeah, y'all broke up in 2 weeks, bro. We broke up in 2 weeks because you gave him some hot shit, and I said no, thank you. So again, moving forward to today, what happened to that? What happened today? Today, I'm still in Arizona. I've been hanging out in Arizona because it's like Arizona is close to LA. I do like going to the LA beach, mind you. I'm gonna tell y'all how I got here. I was supposed to go to Florida. But in my transition of going to Florida, Florida was cold. I'm not gonna say like that was like that big of a factor, but it was at the time frame. I was like, what? I said Arizona is hot. And this is how I get in my head about like my road trips. I said Arizona is hot. I said LA is hot. I said, damn, I ain't been to LA in about like 3 years. So you know what I did? One thing about me, I do like to play dress up. That's why I call myself Unicorn the motherfucking Don. I was like, bitch, let's pack up some clothes. Let's be the fuck out. Like, we're gonna go, we're gonna stop off in Arizona, we're gonna do some hiking trails, then shit, we're gonna go to the beach in LA. Now, where I fucked up at was my way back. My way back, I think it's because I jumped in and out of so many different time zones. I was so exhausted. I didn't even fully make it through Arizona, and I was like, shit. I remember I made it to like the gas station, and it was only like a 4-hour ride. So I was asleep. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep for like an hour, then I'm gonna just push it and make it back to Texas. And mind you, here's the thing. I done drove from Philly to Texas, which is like 22 hours in San Antonio, where I had moved to. Then I had drove from Texas to Florida. Now where I be at in Florida is probably about like 12 hours from my house. I drove from Texas to Arizona. Where I drove at from Texas to Arizona is about 10 hours. Arizona to LA, like where is people at and stuff like that. And mind you, I got friends and stuff in LA, but it's like where I was hanging out at in LA, I was I would like go close to my like the people houses that I'm cool at and shit. Because of course, like catching up and everything like that, and then I'll get an Airbnb close by. But that was like another 4 hours. When I tell y'all, the next day the plan was to go surfing. My ass ain't wake up on time. And any of y'all that know me, y'all know a bitch got narcolepsy. Now, I feel like I thrive better in mountain time zone. I'm gonna tell y'all this because I never get up 8 o'clock nowhere. I wouldn't give a fuck if I gotta sell a kidney at 8 o'clock. I'm not getting up 8 o'clock. But for some reason, I've been in Arizona the past 2 weeks. I've been getting up 8 o'clock with no problem. But when I was in LA, I woke up late. I missed going surfing. So I ended up just like hanging out at the beach with like, the people that I was friends with and stuff. Well, not was friends. We still friends. So, and again, I'm a loner hard key. Last year, The amount of shit that I went through with my ex, this dizzy, nasty ass stripper, and any motherfucking bitch that thought they was cool with me and did some snakeful ass shit, bro. One of the girls I told you, I was like, damn, man, this bitch never even had an argument. You hop dick like this, mind y'all. When the girl that I was cool with called my baby dad and was like, why you still on her side? Why you still fuck with her? Make that bitch a single mom like the rest of us a single mom. At that very moment, I realized, damn, these bitches was around me. They was in my face and they really hate me for real, for real. These bitches hate me because the niggas that they laid down with and had sex with, them niggas don't help them, mind you. Same time I'm beefing and gangbanging with my ex or whatever, she had just the girl that I was cool with paid to have her tubes untied, and she had a baby by a nigga that ended up getting another shorty pregnant. How I know? Because child, we all down in family court. One thing them hoes gonna do in family court is run a fucking mouth, and that's what the hell was going on. So mind you, am I judging? No, judge for what? That shit like I'm still being supportive. I'm on some shit like, girl, fuck him. You was taking care of him anyway. But one thing I can say, I don't give a fuck what I went through in life. Tag this, clip this. I don't give a fuck what I went through. Like I said, I got 3 baby dads. I'm their only baby mom. My oldest kid's dad never allowed the bitch to struggle. Never. I don't give a fuck who tried to fuck me over, who did what. He will always, if somebody try to do me dirty, he will always step back into play, make sure me and my kids is good, make sure everything was cool. Like I said, back in the day when the bitch was out here a little wild rumbling, if I got locked up, needed the bell, he belling me the fuck out. Like any given time, and I would say throughout this entire time, I got all these random ass motherfucking DHS cases in both states. Shit, one of the fucking judge, she got mad because she was like, "Oh, your baby mom has control over you." My baby dad was like, girl, this shit is stupid. Chanel been the full-time mom. Like at the end of the day, like they asking my baby dad questions about the medical insurance. He like, bro, I don't know. Chanel pays for it. Oh, well, where do they go to the doctors? I don't know. That's not my job. That's Chanel's job. Like, and you could tell she was getting mad, but back to the shorty that called herself my friend. She sent my baby dad the world's nastiest motherfucking text message. I'm gonna post that shit on my Patreon too. But she was like, "Why do you always support her? She need to be a single mom like the fucking rest of us. I'll come to your crib, bro." She was, bro. My baby dad is 5'11", 200 and fucking 50 pounds. What the fuck is a 5'2", 100 and fucking 30-pound female finna do? So mind you, she's trying to turn up on my baby dad. And one thing, my baby dad, he's like, he's not an emotional man at all. Like he is logic. He was like, girl, go on ahead. Like, cause at the end of the day, like, you know, I don't put my hands on females, but I'm licensed. So don't thread carefully with saying you gonna come to my house. And remember, I told you how much my address got posted online. So mind you, at the same time frame, I want to say like when the girl that I used to be cool with, when she was saying all this shit, my baby dad was just like so flabbergasted because it was like when he had seen her 2 weeks prior to that when I had court, he was like, this is no way this the same girl that was like, oh, thank you, sir, whatever you say. Like, you know, I'm a Muslim female. I honor the man. I said, no, she probably just thought you was green. She probably thought she was going to be able to fuck you or come at you or some shit like that behind my back. And when the fuck she couldn't come at my baby dad behind my back, oh, now he's a weak ass nigga. He's this, he that. So again, y'all got to watch those bitches that y'all call y'all friends because those bitches don't be y'all friends. Them bitches be mad as fuck. And 99% of them is mad as fuck. Because here's the thing. I went to Texas. No plan to fuck at all. All I know is like, girl, you got you a pharmacy license. And at the end of the day, one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. Whoever I'm talking to always going to make sure I'm good. And again, I'm never disrespectful. I'm never on no whole shit or no wild shit. So when I first moved down to Texas, that shit was like, did I even have all my moving money? Fuck no. I hit up like my ex that I was talking to in the army and I told him, I said, okay, so got the place, gave them the deposit. I need you to pay the rest of it. Oh, can I just use my Amex? Just call them, have them call me, and I'll just pay it. The shorty thought she was popping shit, telling motherfuckers that shit was like, okay, bro, however y'all plan land out for y'all to figure some shit out, that's how it land out. My thing is, I just was like, bro, this is how you could tell stripper shorties. And I was like, I was just so disgusted with my ex. I'm like, bro, not only did you let this moron give you an incurable disease, she's an idiot too. Like, imagine you constantly coming online thinking you making something to talk about because your baby mom making sure shit get done. And like I said, at the end of the day, like the person that I used to deal with, like granted, anybody that I used to deal with, and prior to this situation with my ex, like would do any fucking thing I tell them to do if I'm needing of help. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, remember, if y'all jump back to the beginning of the story, what did I say in the beginning of the story? In the beginning of everything, my ex probably still got bad credit. Am I financially in a way better state than him? Yeah, like he worked for the city. I work in pharmacy. When we first got back together, like, bro, I'm the head of household. If I'm bringing in more money than you on a weekly basis, I never over emasculated, man. But you know what I told him to do? Pay off your debt. Pay this, pay that. Now, was he paying off his debt? No, he was fucking up his money on perks and drugs and shit like that. So, like, my whole thing was, it was what it was. But to have a stripper shorty online trying to think you making fun of me because I was taking care of a nigga that I already had kids with, and we were getting married, and he just fucked up. Bitch, you can never make me feel like a clown or a fool for doing that. What's really the clown shit and really the fool shit is like, bro, it's 2 years later. It's 2 years later. You done came online with so many motherfucking fake documentation to the point, like mind y'all, to the point when this nigga falsely calling DHS and shit like that on me, he in court crying in court like, oh, she posted my chart results. They like, oh, you can't do that. You work in pharmacy. I'm like, what? His my chart connected to my chart. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? But they're trying to kick it like I was his provider and I violated his my chart. But on social media, he allowing this stupid ass stripper to act as if what he don't have nothing. So not only did she fabricate motherfucking results just to post them online because I had went buck wild with posting and blasting that he was burning, bro. Inside of court, he told and was like, "Oh, she's publicly shaming me to the community. Everybody know my diseases, bro. I had got a gag order placed on me. It was like, yeah, you can't talk no more about what he has. You can't post no more of what he doesn't have. But it is stop this dizzy ass, dirty ass stripper for posting fucking fake ass results. Fuck no. And then when it's like when somebody doing posting fake results and doing dumb ass shit like that, I'm tempted. I remember one day I started turning the fuck up. I'm like, bro, you must ain't got shit to do. It seemed like every time before we go to court, this dizzy bitch is just doing shit. So it was a couple times I had to tell my lawyer, I was like, bro, did I post my chart shit? Yeah. That bitch had me fucked up. Cause it's like, who the fuck is going all the way out their way of like, bro, earlier today, can't make this shit the fuck up to y'all. So this is what brings to it today. Today I'm working. As I'm working, I start getting notifications on Facebook. As I'm getting the notifications on Facebook, bro, mind you, him and her makes another fake page. The fake page said, hold on, let me go to it. Oh, I fucking blocked it. Let me go to my email. Hold up. Okay, so the fake page I blocked and I ended up blocking, but it ended up getting taken down. So mind you, when the message came through on Facebook, it came from a fake page called a hoe being a hoe. Here's my thing. Even if I was being a hoe, what the fuck is it to a stripper that's out here stripping? Like you actively out here getting fucked at the back of the Piccadilly. Look the Piccadilly up, y'all. The Piccadilly in Philadelphia is like back Allegheny, something like that. But the Piccadilly is a ran down fucking strip club that busted shorties go to that don't nobody want to see. So when I seen the caption, like the name, I said, "Court a hoe being a hoe." I'm like, well, who the fuck am I being a hoe to? Now, mind you, I'm big. Talking to my baby dad, talking to like a couple niggas that I'm cool with. We just cracking the fuck up. They like, here's the thing. Even if you was being a hoe, what's it to shorty? Like that nigga and that bitch really getting the fuck on my nerve because who goes out their way of making fucking pages? Now, mind y'all, this is the fucking page. This is the fucking page. So she goes and comment underneath a photo, and mind you, the picture that she commented under was the same picture that I used to press charges against my ex in January. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Let's, hold on. Let me go to my screenshots. Mind you, it was the same It was the post that she had wrote on was the same post that I used in January to fucking file charges. It was the post and it was the letter from the San Antonio. It was a domestic violence unit that was in Texas, mind you, because at the end of the day, the past year, I got my house swatted. This motherfucker constantly, him and her, both doing it, do it together. So it's like whoever see this YouTube channel, if y'all know any lawyers, anybody that is like a domestic violence advocate that actually has space that can take on my case. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like because of like the extreme amount of stalking and harassing, like they're not playing games regardless of what jurisdiction I'm in. Because like I said, I'm in Arizona. I'm still in Arizona right now. And like literally, like when I gave them like my stay away order, and then I gave them like everything that's been going on the past year, that's what made them like, take the steps for me to file charges here because they like, yo, this is aggressive. Like this is too much. What took so long for them to do it? And it's like domestic violence gets so underlooked, stalking gets so underlooked. But motherfuckers got to understand domestic violence and stalking it's always still too, if it's like a person that you was romantically involved in a relationship with, if they're getting somebody else to do it, they're still complicit. You know why? Because they're still like pretty much navigating somebody else to order out their bullshit. So because of, and mind you, all this is police reports because pretty much I gave Arizona everything of what I used in Philadelphia in conjunction with like the San Antonio letter. Because San Antonio basically on a third. Because any of y'all that was watching me on social media, everybody thought I was in Texas. I was never in Texas. At this point in time, I'm moving under the radar and everything. I was already in Philly because the bitch kept on writing me from a fake Facebook page. She's writing me from this fake Facebook page, and on the Facebook page, the is a photo of me. It says Chanel Ho or something like that. But and again, I'm posting all this on my Patreon. It was, oh, I'm gonna make sure you never see your kids. Earlier today, and this is what made me go live. She said, "Now take a wild guess who I am, bitch." She was like, "It's not Kyrie." She was like, your life is never getting back in order. Imagine a bitch. And mind you, we all know who the fuck this black. No, I'm scratch that YouTube. We all know who this shorty is. But imagine somebody say your life never getting back in order, and all you did was constantly call DHS with my motherfucking ex. Constantly get my house spotted. Like it's so fucking crazy. Like when he got arrested, I knew he got arrested. That's why it was like when certain people was inside of my stories on Instagram, I'm like, what the fuck? He was going around telling people, or she was going around telling people, oh, Kyrie, scratch that. Oh, he got locked up for grape. He got locked up for grape. That man got arrested for a violation of a stay away order in stalking. Violation of a stay away order in stalking. Mind you, and I'm getting loud because I hate when people be loud, just like lying, just carrying false narratives. When I went to court on the 18th, he tried to lie and had me served with fucking like PFA paperwork. Mind you, we already had a PFA. I had already filed charges. Why? Because even still with me not posting on social media, he still was stalking day by day him and this fucking nasty bolt face STRIPPER. You know what I'm saying? It is so fucking crazy because again, like I said, I come online, I play a lot, like I mask a lot of shit. But one thing we need to like, I feel like as parents, and this is why the only men my kids ever met was the 3 dudes that I got kids by. But it's like I'm hoping too much damage wasn't done to my kids throughout this entire process because again, my youngest was 1.5 when this shit happened. The only thing that keeps me like in good spirits on a day by day basis is like, girl, you a mom. You a mom, your kids know how the fuck you are. When we go back to court, like, girl, you gonna be spending some money, but like, let's just hope it really wasn't no damage being done. But to see a grown behind woman, and I'm gonna show y'all her picture just because y'all just need to know like exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. To be a grown behind woman, and as a grown woman, you come online, Shorty done came online, done fake pregnancies. She came online. She'll make it out like, oh, I just want to be a mother. I just want to be a stepmother. I just want to be recognized as a regular human and not a stripper. But to say some shit like that about somebody else's child that's not yours, and it's like at the end of the day, regardless of whatever narrative you come here, that's why I said y'all can't believe everything that y'all hear or see online. Everything that my ex did to me is a paper trail. That shit might be slowly taking place, slowly, like, about to resolve itself. But again, I got faith in God. Like, I'm not losing my mind the fuck out here. I know how to separate myself from the world. Like, if y'all see me streaming a lot of times, y'all see me like online, y'all see me traveling. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm not in a good space, I'll just go take a vacation. And here's the thing, and I'm not even about to sit here and talk like I got a million motherfucking dollars. No, I got some. I would say it's real men that fuck with me that I've dealt with in the past that just will like they see what's going on, and it's like if I need to take a break away from certain shit, that they make sure I'm straight, making sure I'm straight. If I'm staying in a hotel for 2 weeks, I'm staying in a hotel for 2 weeks. If I'm staying like in a mother, it was one crib. I lied to you now. I was down Daytona Beach. It was so freaking nice. Like my baby dad paid for me to stay there for like a whole week and a half. And I lied to you not. Like for me, when I'm stressed out and I'm like going through a lot, it'd be like sceneries. This is why I would like never go back to Philly. Philly is like it's like a demonic spirit over Philly. And then like seeing that a female like this, and mind you, this girl is a stripper. Seeing that a female like this, your main thing is, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep on causing hectic in this girl life because I want her life. My thing is, and this is why earlier, if y'all see me popping shit online, I'm like, bro, it don't give main character energy. Like y'all never seen me come online. I don't make fake pages. I'm not making fake pages. I thought I made it very clear. And like, here's the thing. I thought Shorty had enough friends that would tell her, like, bro, just like this shit getting weird. I don't go on no shorties pages. I watch certain shorties pages, but here's the thing. Same way how I got a fat ass butt, I'm looking at those same type of bitches that's on Instagram, on TikTok. I ass watch. I ass watch the niggas that I'm ass watching with. I be like, hey, yo, shit, shorty had a fat ass butt. I'll send it to whoever I'm DMing shit to. That's it. But like this past year, taught me like resilience and patience because here's the thing, and this is why, like, it's like the way how y'all see me traveling, y'all see me going further and further off of the US grid. Because again, I feel like Philly was so fucked up. I'm still not even a resident of Philly. So it was like to allow a bitter guy that was on child support that deserved to be on child support to allow him to make up lies and not even fact check with where the kids was a resident of. And like mind you, like I told y'all, the DHS court, they never allowed me to say anything. They never allowed my lawyer to present no paperwork or nothing. This is why it was like the last time we was in court, she kind of got frustrated because she was like, oh, you're just so nonchalant. Girl, I'm nonchalant because you need a paycheck. You need a paycheck. I'm not entertaining none of this with y'all. And like again, in the beginning, when all this shit was going on, I remember arguing with one of the DHS workers. I was like, girl, you a bum. You look like a bum. You look like one of those shorties I talk about on Instagram. You look like one of those pick me ass bitches I talk about on Facebook. I'm like, imagine taking kids from like a fucking mother and their kids is well off. I was like, child, please. And I lied to y'all the fuck now. Like I called this lady all types of bums. I was like, girl, like, like just being mad because they didn't do their fucking due diligence. Like F Philadelphia courthouse, because here's the thing. In Philly, and the only reason why I'm saying in Philly, because I know of active situations where active active situations where it should be DHS involved because somebody uncle is having sex with a minor. But you come split up my motherfucking kids over a bitter dude. Like I said, when we went to court January 12th, it was the first time I had a sense of relief because my judge already knew what was going on. And that's what I told y'all, put a pin in the eviction shit. His lawyer was like, oh, she got evicted. She don't, and mind you, this lady looked like she from down Kensington Avenue. I'm going to show y'all. Mark my words. Her name is Julie Rose. I could figure out exactly like because she in the bar system. I had reported her to the bar and everything because he lies so much on documentation and oh, our judge told me to do this. Ain't nobody tell you to do none of this motherfucking buffoonery. But like I said, last time we was in court, our judge was like, "No, I'm gonna wait until after the PFA hearing." Mind you, again, I don't know why he was thinking he temporarily had the W because she barely let him talk. I had like when I showed her, I had to show her my lease when we was in there. Our judge kept on telling him to be quiet. She was like, "Be quiet." When I told her my house got swatted, how many times, like, they was calling DHS in both places. Cause mind you, like when the situation came about with my oldest daughter, I'm not talking about that, but she told him, bro, that's out of my jurisdiction. Let that resolve in Texas. Don't bring that to Philadelphia. He did exactly that. So she was like, so you maliciously went and called DHS against her in Philly. Oh no, I ain't do that. But what about this time? What about this time? What about this time? Bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like outside looking in, if y'all really don't know what's going on, y'all cannot believe a stripper with no kids. And that's just the God honest truth. But it's like literally like our judge barely, she didn't even let him get a word in. She was like, okay, y'all go to court on, because at this time frame, we just had the PFA hearing that was scheduled for, thank you, I love you too. We just had the PFA hearing that was scheduled for the 23rd. But mind you, again, remember I showed y'all the letter that San Antonio wrote? I was inside of the fucking detective's office. I was crying. I'm like, bro, there's no way. This is how people get hurt. I'm sitting, I'm like, this is how people get unalive. I at no time frame doing none of this extensive amount of stalking and harassing. And mind you, I told y'all my kids is scattered. They with family, but they still scattered. Like I said, at the end of the day, if this shit never happened, I don't allow my kids to stay the night over fucking family house. I don't know what Uncle Johnny is doing in the back room. And that's just what it is. Like, not only is my kids scattered, bro, my kids in public school right now. My kids never went to a fucking public school. It was just so much, but it was like, as I'm taking the photos, and mind you, like I said, anybody that knows me, like when it's a hoe coming at me, bro, I don't read that shit. Not only do I not read it, because at the end of the day, I already look at you as motherfucking background energy. You background energy. You give peasantry. Fuck, I look like like, y'all, this bitch, she emailed me. The bitch used to email me until I spammed her. And I feel like legit, this is what I'm saying. And this was my closet. This is my closet, like currently at my place. It's so messed up because it's like all of what's going on. I kind of got to like redo my closet again and shit. But it's like, bro, like, come on. Like I said, at the end of the day, oh, I ain't show y'all YouTube. I hate that I just like ran through the damn picture and I'm like, damn, my closet sets up be so cute. But it's like at the end of the day, like I refuse to read anything that come from that girl. Even like I said, even when she was DMing me from her regular page, I blocked it. You are a Jezebel. Imagine being on Instagram. Oh, she's obsessed over him, bro. I be unbothered as fuck. I don't message him. I don't message you, bitch. You and this nigga the only one that constantly keep on coming online, making fake pages, thinking you telling somebody something. But at the end of the day, bro, I done already got a gag order for blasting his motherfucking test results. You out here putting fake shit out there, bro. How many times can I make fun of an idiot? I can't. Like, bro, you dropping my IQ doing it. But it's like today to come online and to still be talking shit about somebody's child. Like, listen, send this video to whoever y'all, if y'all know somebody in Philadelphia, if y'all know somebody in Texas. Like, at the end of the day, he does have an open case in Philadelphia. Like, and he not in Texas. Like, Texas, when they wrote the letter, they called Philly and pretty much they were like on Philly behind because they like, yo, she's a resident here, but he lives in Philadelphia. Mind you, everything he did has a paper trail. Bro, you can't get out of the fucking paper trail. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But bro, he came to court and he was like, yeah, because she got fake pages. I said, so I commented on my own page with the fake page. I gotta show y'all that shit. I said, so I commented on, and mind you, I like a lot of this stuff looked printed like this because I already had to submit it to the courts. I'm like, so I commented on my own page, my own personal page with a fake page with a picture of me saying, ha ha, you never gonna see your kids again. Bro, y'all gotta be wary of these fucking bitches. These niggas go out here and they do the dumbest stuff ever to fuck up their family. But when I tell y'all, prior to this situation happening, it could be like, bro, that nigga go outside. Any of them niggas could mess up. But it's like at the end of the day, one thing I'ma always protect, I'ma protect my pussy and my peace. I'm like, it's no fucking way. Mind you, this, like, look, I'm coming across shit right now. Nobody likes you. They even calling me, telling me your business. Oh, pray for the children. Where you spending your child support at? Why should a bitch that don't have kids, why is you worried about what somebody else is getting for child support? Like I said, y'all men, y'all have to watch who y'all are sticking y'all dick inside of. For real, for real. Watch who y'all stick y'all dick inside of. Because you can have a dizzy ass hoe like this hitting online. And like I said, anybody that remotely agree with anything that's on her fucking page, you got to be a part of the stripper community because it doesn't make sense. When had the world fucking idolized Jezebels? I mean, back in the day, if you a Jezebel, you a fucking Jezebel. Don't nobody had no respect for no motherfucking hoe. And this is why that shit be confusing me. Like, it's like when she kept on trying to message me today, oh, you a hoe, you selling coochie, bitch. For one, I don't sell coochie. For two, it's crazy because the dude that I like that I've been dealing with is like, he not on social media, but he's on one of my platforms watching right now. Last time I had intercourse with this man was fucking October. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop it. Y'all bitches be swearing, y'all know something. Y'all be swearing, y'all know what's going on. All that shit. A man is not going to take care of you. A man is not going to put you up if you out here selling it and you got a price on it. Sad to say. And it just is what it is. So again, you got a shorty. All she know how to do is shake that flat back and, you know, suck pickle. And here's the thing. My thing is, I feel like going through this shit with this stripper, sometimes they be having people like, you know, they probably like, damn, Nell hates strippers. I don't hate strippers. I just hate the mentality of both of these two morons. And I hate the fact that how slow the system works. It's no way, you know, if she ain't texting, like, you know, like one of my social medias making fake pages, child, she's texting my baby dad, like texting my sister, sending emails, just all types of lame ass, weirdo ass shit. But on her page, acting like she, oh, palms this, bro, you're a hoe. Shut up. Anybody that fucks on a married man, anybody that fucks on a married woman, no blessings is coming to you. And then anybody that plays with somebody motherfucking kids, it's like, bro, that all that shit, y'all overplayed the DHS shit. That shit over. Oh, here go the email. Mind you, the email was way more than this. But at the end of the day, I lied to y'all not. When I seen the email coming in, I said, what type of stalker shit is this? Block. Like, bro, I ain't giving shorty no conversation because you're a moron. I wish the fuck I would. Oh, you looking for validation. You wish you were me. You have no kids. And sad to say, I'm going to say this. No, I'm not bullying and harassing, but she ain't got no kids. Her breast is going in multiple directions. She's big. I don't have a big gene. Like, sorry. Like, it's like even now prior to surgery, now after surgery, I don't have a fat gene. So it's like, and at the end of the day, I don't have a bitter woman gene. I wish the fuck I would cause this much hectic in another female life intentionally. And it's like on her page, like the shit that people will send to me, she'll be like, oh my God bless America. You know, thank you guys for sending me these clothes and, you know, sending me all these things so that I can just be an amazing stepmother. But then go on her page and then a post, oh yeah, this is a Jerry Springer situation. No, bitch. Like, then to post some bullshit like this, talking about my kids that you claiming you want to be a stepmom to. Kids you claiming you want to be a stepmom to. It's like, bro, that level of sickness. I'm like, bro, that's why she can't have kids. That's why God didn't bless her with the capabilities of having kids. This girl went on social morning. I said social morning. Good morning. This girl, damn, it's 3:45 in the morning. No, I think that's it's and what time zone am I in? Fuck, all my phones is in different time zones. What time zone am I in? Well, what time is it where I'm at?
You are in Mountain Standard Time.
I know I'm in Mountain Standard.
Would you like to know the current time or how it compares to another zone?
No, what's the current time?
It is 2:45 a.m.
Okay, so this clock is right. This clock say 2:45. This clock says fucking 3:45. But then my computer says 4:45. It's insane. So I think all my stuff is in like different time zones. It's kind of crazy. That's how I'm like, wait a minute, what fucking time it is? I'm about to hurry up and wrap this up because I think I gotta work at like 9 o'clock. But like all in all, the moral of my message tonight is men and women, y'all got to watch who y'all have y'all kids around. And it's like at the end of the day, oh, excuse me, I know it's coming to an end, like with my situation, but like I said, my YouTube, it kind of got like a large platform, and so do my TikTok. My TikTok at times be reaching, like it literally not even reaching while I'm streaming and have about like 35,000 to 40,000 on. If y'all clip this joint up, clip it up, send it to somebody that's inside of the courthouse. Like at the end of the day, like one thing about me, like when things was going on, I'm filing police reports. I'm giving them evidence because again, my ex and this girl will make a fake page. And even like I said, the fake page from earlier, that shit just was hella disturbing. I'm like, bro, to say certain things out of your mouth as a woman, it's just disgusting. I never disliked a fucking female. And like, here's the thing. I feel like as low her IQ is, she wants me to come online. She wants me to be like, oh, I hate that girl. That girl needs help. That girl needs help, and she needs to go back to the strip club and stay out of fucking people families. Because when I tell y'all, I never went through no shit like this ever in life. But again, when you got shorties that's out here that can't have kids and they blend in with regular everyday people, it's going to be a fucking shit show like life been for me the past year. And like, here's the thing. Like I said, I've been hella unbothered. Like when I feel like my zen is not zenning, I'll be like, oh, time to go on vacation. When I feel like I'm about to, like, like really snap a bitch face or something, I'll be like, oh, time for me to order some swimsuits and go on the beach and, like, let me twirl around a little bit on TikTok, get the little pay pigs tap in pay pigs if y'all want to. Hello. But it be on that type of time because it be like, bro, I'm either going to keep my distance to keep my peace and just continue to do what I gotta do in order for him to be arrested. Or bro, if I was in Philly, child, we would have all been on no gun zone. On every last fucking kid I had, we would have all been on no gun zone. We would have all been on no gun zone. We would have all been on every fucking news channel in Philadelphia. So my thing be, I don't know who Shorty Friends is. I don't even know if her friends is advising her at this fucking point in time. But again, make yourself aware. Them same females that can't have kids, that's always, oh, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that, them bitches are the devil. When females can't have kids and they prey on another female that had kids and they constantly lying and making up stories, and like honestly, if we're gonna put it the fuck out there, Jezebels, fuck on married men, whatever, protect y'all fucking kids. If y'all niggas gonna step out and cheat, strap it the fuck up. But again, my number one rule when I'm single doing me, I don't bring nobody around my kid. Everybody do not deserve to play house with your kids. Stop bringing everybody around your kids. And mind you, like it's gonna be people that see this live. It's gonna be motherfuckers that go to him and he's gonna deny it. He's gonna deny any, oh, she never said anything like that. I'm dropping the Patreon link on my YouTube. On my YouTube, not on my YouTube. Well, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link on my YouTube because certain shit I can't drop on YouTube because they'll say something. But my YouTube, I did change the name because I've been doing random chats. So it's random chats W the Don. So go like, subscribe, share. Like I said, if you know somebody in the domestic violence advocacy department in Philadelphia, shit, if you know somebody a part of motherfucking identity theft crimes, because again, my ex gave this girl my birth certificate and social. I still actively have my social blocked because this low IQ female posted my birth certificate and social. But if my ex tried to say to anybody he didn't know what was going on, I'm gonna show y'all a text message because my other baby dad said something to him, and he said something to him in the form of, "Yo, I don't know if you know what your shorty is doing, but she doing it." I told y'all my ex was like, "Oh, y'all didn't say nothing when Chanel told the whole world I was burning," and she placed it on YouTube. So that gives you the right to continue to interfere with parenting as a father. And at the end of the day, I'm putting this shit out there because when y'all see these people on social media, y'all need to front y'all face up to them. Y'all need to go on that shorty page and be like, "Girl, those not your kids. Girl, you're disgraceful. We seen what you wrote to that girl underneath that page. That's why God didn't bless you with the capability to be able to have kids. Look what you're doing to that woman and her kids over your pure bitterness and money that didn't even belong to you to begin with." And here's the thing: I'm a rational adult, and I've been saying that this entire time. Had my ex-husband, baby dad, whatever the hell he want to consider himself, had he would have muzzled this hoe, we wouldn't even be here today. Because, like I said, I'm big on respect. But at the end of the day, where we at, hi love, where we at with things, I did speak to detectives earlier today in Arizona, and I am trying to get them to press charges on him across Arizona, San Antonio, and Philadelphia. You know why? Because I dealt with this shit for the past year, and I have a paper trail for the past year. So if y'all share this live, share this live, send it to anybody that's willing to step in to fucking putting him behind bars, and honestly, like sending that hoe back to the motherfucking pit at a strip club where she belongs, because she don't belong intertwined with families. But I'm gonna show her picture again and flat out home record. And y'all just need to be, y'all men need to put faces to these females, because at the end of the day, whatever happened to communication, whatever happened to just being a decent human, be a decent human. You won't be on child support. Be a decent human. You won't have to go through this. But like I said, I never did no shit like this to my baby dads. None of them. Never. For me to have got, for him and this girl to have called DHS on me so many times, had my house swatted, stole my photos, and you would think like, damn, was you not married to this dude? I mean, I did blast them for burning, but like, if you out here living and playing in the swans of Satan, like, bro, if you would have controlled your hoe, you would have never got blasted for fucking having some shit you couldn't get rid of. But come on over to my YouTube channel, share this live with whoever y'all need to share this live with, because at the end of the day, as slow as Philadelphia is moving, it don't make no sense. Do we got an open case? Yes, we got an open case. I spoke with the district attorney earlier today, and I spoke with the detectives earlier today in Arizona. We have court on Thursday. They is pushing to revoke his bail because originally he only signed out on his bail. So they is pushing to, like, increase his bail and revoke his bail, since him and this stripper is back at stalking again. It's like, bro, come on. It's been way too long. I'm over it. But this is why, leave them strippers in the strip club. Even if you're going to have sex with them as a man, have sex with these hoes, strap it the fuck up, and leave them in the strip club. That's it. But this is your home wrecker. Your home wrecker, and a person that wants to be online portraying herself like she's such just decent human, and she says nasty things about kids that's not hers, kids that she can't even have. But like I said, like, subscribe, share to the channel. This is like I said, this is probably like the most authentic stream y'all finna get. I don't think I ever streamed like this on YouTube, but it's awareness. Stalking is a real thing. Harassing is a real thing. Domestic violence is a real thing, and it was so messed up because my ex, third party, did a lot of stuff, and it gets overlooked. But one thing I would say though is, document everything. And as at times I got mad. Oh, excuse me. At times I got mad because I'm like, what? This nigga just him and her just did this 2 weeks ago. But I would say like where things is at right now. My ex and the stripper did way too much, and everything is documented. Is you can't come online lying. That's why when he got arrested, like last week or something, my dad was like, "Yeah, she going around telling people he got locked up for rape." I'm like, he got locked up for stalking. Shit, that's a paper trail with it. I'm like, and mind you, like when my baby dad was like I'm like I sent the charges, so I'm like he got locked up for a violation of a stay away order. People always want to come online and act like something is more than what it is. No, what it is you're obsessed with me. Your shorty is obsessed with me. You belong in jail for the shit that's been going on the past year, and so does your shorty. Moral of the stream is stop allowing these shorties with no kids around your kid. Because the disgusting shit that I showed y'all that she said about my son, but then at the same time was like, oh, that ain't his son, it's disturbing. And I just had to vent and get that off my chest and tell y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? If you know somebody, listen, share. I wouldn't care what platform you share it on. Break the awareness of stalking, harassment, and real shit domestic violence. But until next time, like I said, Thursday we back on. I do have a manager now for a lot of shit because I'm about to start doing like a lot of different stuff like on big name platforms, and I gotta kind of like get my own stuff together. But I do got a manager. Y'all gonna see. But tap in. We be live Thursday though. We definitely coming back live Thursday. But thank y'all to those that was in here. And I don't know why my chats wasn't turned on. This was the first time that I went live on YouTube like this in a long time. So maybe I had messed it up. But I'll make sure it's fixed the next time. But good morning, good night. I need to at least close my eyes for like an hour or two because I gotta work at 9. Same